Welcome to the No HR Podcast. This is episode 13. That means it's season 2, episode 1. I'll explain that shit in a little bit, but we got video basically.
That's right.
And we here today. It's me, Rob Cornelius. I'm here with Jake Reed.
What's that?
And we got... Leo. What is his name?
Leo. It's just Leo.
It's Leo?
Let's ascend him to a higher
I
plane.
thought it was Leo with the comma.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Comma?
Leo
Okay.
with the comma. Last season he was OG Leo. He ain't really like that. We all loved it, but
Yeah.
you know.
You'll go down in history as
People still gonna be calling you OG
yeah,
Leo.
probably.
But
the true fans.
Leo with the comma.
My wife said no. She said no. Why they calling you that? I said, babe, it's a debate. We're
Damn.
going through it since season 1.
Yeah, we got video, y'all. What's up? Hey,
That's right.
everybody out there tuned in. About 10 of y'all right now.
Well, hey, I feel like it just feels a little more official. It just feels a little more official, you know, to be on camera. I'm nervous again.
Yeah,
my hands are
feel like
sweating.
the first episode again because this shit is all new. All the shit behind us is new.
Yeah,
like,
check all this shit out.
everything except the whiteboard went up today. We're in the office. Marijuana is bad.
Yeah.
And we'll return.
We really wanted to let everybody know that on
we'll
camera.
return at 4:20. See that? It's 4:20.
This motherfucker really did.
I didn't even catch that.
Me
thing.
neither.
You just
Me
said
neither.
it.
That's clever.
That's an arrow pointing in my head. That's just awesome.
Oh my god. Anyways, Rob's fucking giddy. If you couldn't tell. But I guess we should just resume business
As normal.
as normal. So
So what y'all want to jump into first?
Meg Thee Stallion and
Just jump into the
G-Eazy,
low-hanging
bro.
fruit.
Oh my god.
Those weak ass kisses on the cheeks. Like, what is he doing?
I ain't even watched the video. I just woke up and seen Twitter in an uproar. That shit had me
I'm
dying.
like, this
It's
motherfucker eating a
weird.
peach? Like, what is he doing? She like, oh. I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, for real? That's all it took with those weak ass kisses.
Honestly.
So you telling me my proper kissing has been wrong all this time? I need to look like I'm eating the skin off an orange.
They was doing it for the gram, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly,
They was doing it for the gram.
that's why I dislike G-Eazy, man. I feel like
Because he does it for the gram.
He's a clout chaser. He's 100% a clout chaser, bro.
Every whack rapper is a clout chaser.
So you said every white rapper
no
was a clout
whack
chaser.
one. No, all the whack ones.
Well,
Nah. Yeah, you gotta stay relevant. That's how they stay relevant. Clout
hey,
chaser.
whatever. And we know Meg Thee Stallion. She's a suburban girl herself.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not,
I mean,
shouldn't be a
she
shock.
Might be into white dudes.
Yeah, hey. I don't like him, but hey, maybe she does.
Yeah.
I wasn't hip to him until
I don't know any of his music. I just know he dressed like a greaser. Like he wears his hair like a greaser. He always wears like a black leather jacket. He rolls cigarettes up in his sleeves of his fucking white t-shirt. Like
he raps, right?
yeah.
Fuck her then. You never heard the song? Fuck her then, I'll get some money. You know,
No.
I hate it, but
No.
it's stuck in my head
Who
because
be exposing you to this bullshit, bro? Because I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, I ain't hip. I ain't hip at all.
someone I don't want to mention.
Would you
Sammy?
consider this person a friend?
No comment.
You might want to
Not at this point.
redefine your friendship.
Nah, look, hey, we got reamed out for liking Russ
Oh,
by our friend
by
of
the
ours.
homie, producer,
He reamed us, bro. I was just trying to be like, have you heard Guess What with Rick Ross? And he was like,
I like-
don't you ever
He
mention
was like, man,
Russ in my house
Russ,
again.
basically.
I'm like, shit,
All right.
dude, okay.
All right, fuck you, Russ.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Russ sucks.
Guess what? I
He's
ain't
a-
listening to no more Russ. Like, shit.
Have you heard Guess What
No,
yet?
I'm hip to the name Russ, but I'm not familiar with a lot of his music.
no, this album just came out Friday, and then he finally made his first song that black people would like. That's what. Guess
no.
what?
It's hard.
It's hard.
And Rick Ross is in it, too.
The
Rick
beat
Ross
hard
is
as fuck. Like it's a hard ass.
The beat's
song.
the best part.
No,
I'd
I'm
say.
not. I'm not listening to it.
I'm
Why
not a
not?
fan of Russ. I
not
was
the
never
box.
a fan of Russ.
It's not the box.
No, it's not.
It's a one listen. Like, oh,
But-
I hear
No,
that,
it's
keep it
you
moving.
listen to it a couple times, but it ain't like it's not gonna take your life over like.
No,
the box.
man. Guess what? But, dude, I don't know, because I'll just be listening to that shit sometimes.
I
Like,
mean, if he popped up in my head,
the intro's almost as good as the box intro. Because it comes a little...
no.
Oh, man. It's... Look, bro, we all know you're...
I know what I'm saying. Like I watched the video they did. You know how they be doing the producer breakdown videos on YouTube. They did one with the box.
Okay.
Came out today. And, it was two dudes that made it. and they was in there talking about how when they first heard it, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
When I first heard it, I was thinking that too. I was like,
and then the beat dropped.
Rob told me to listen to this, and I'm kind of questioning his credibility here. I'm like,
And it wasn't a sample. They showed the plug-in that the sound came from. It's a Roland VST, and that shit just.
It's hard. It's hard, bro. It's like, it's probably one of the hardest songs.
And that little horn in
We'll
the
hear
back
this
that
year.
came from the same plug-in.
Oh, so it's all played with no samples on that.
No samples.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, no samples.
That's
He wouldn't show how he did the reverse 808 though.
Oh, that's easy.
No, he said it ain't like just. I think they time stretched and reversed it.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Like I've practiced it a couple of times since I've heard it, and I've mastered it. Sorry, I've mastered it. I just haven't used it yet because it's no point. But once I heard it, I was like, oh, then distort the 808s, and then I reverse it, and then I work in native instruments.
Yeah.
So it's time stretching in almost everything you do in native instruments. So I was like, oh, it came out pretty good, and I got the rolling distorted 808 down pretty packed also. So, but I figured it out.
Yeah, that was a good watch though. Them niggas.
I feel like
figured it out.
The one nigga was kind of corny. He was like, he said something about ears, and it was like, he was like, yeah, I'm about to take my kids to Disneyland off this shit, Mickey ears. Like, oh shit.
That's dope.
So look,
Hold up, pause. How did season 2 still have the box in the conversation?
it's gonna
It's
be.
How is
still the
this
number one
possible?
song in the country.
How many seasons are we gonna have by the end of this year? 3.5, maybe.
Yeah,
Something
4.
like
Four?
Yeah.
It's gonna be in season 4 too.
No, it won't.
I bet you'll
as the
find a way to
wrap-up- as the
fucking
wrap-up
sneak
at the
it
end
in.
of the year.
Oh
End of the-
yeah, we're gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
But of course, no, Rob.
But yeah,
Rob's
check
gonna
out that
mention
Russ
it.
song though. It's hard.
It's good. It's good. It's
I'll
not
check it
bad.
out.
But we got, our boy.
He was like, no.
He was pissed, and I like felt like this is my first time kind of hanging out with the guy. The guy had only just, and he's like, we were kicking it, and I was like, okay, cool, and we're smoking and shit, having a good time. I'm bring up Russ, and it's the worst fucking thing I've ever done.
It sounds like a scene from Pineapple Express.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could have been.
Kinda,
Yeah,
yeah.
if it was a little more dramatic, and he like pulled out a gun with like, don't you fucking ever mention Russ. Maybe then I can understand, but
That would have been funny.
it was funny. It was funny, but I took one thing away from that was never to mention that motherfucker in his house again. Bro.
I think about that shit every time I play the
But
song.
what was
too.
his reason for not?
Says he's a
not
bitch
enjoying
or
it?
something.
He was a bit like he said he don't like how he did like smoke perping them, like beating them niggas up basically. And
Yeah.
Did they deserve the ass whooping?
to me, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, the one like Russ explained the one. He said both times he was just going to talk to motherfuckers, like he was just going to confront them. The one time he said his homies just took off on him, so he had to like, you know what I'm saying. And he said the other time the nigga he approached him and old buddy like put his phone in his pocket, started pulling his pants up and shit. So he like, I ain't about to let you hit me first, and he just swung on him.
Hey, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never liked his music in the beginning, but
I'm not a fan at all. That song hard.
That song's so
that's a
hard.
good song.
I've heard the name. I just never heard any music.
What they want, what they want, what they want.
I
What they
mean,
want,
if I'm
what
going
they
through like
want,
my
what they
playlist, I
want.
see like Russ.
I hated that
And I'll start it because I keep seeing the name. But I'll only get so many seconds in before I'm like, okay, move to something else. Because when I'm going through a playlist, I go through very fast. Like, your first 10 seconds got to catch my ear. Other than that, it's like, keep moving.
yeah,
keep
I can
moving.
understand that.
Yeah,
like,
this song would catch you in the first 10 seconds.
it's good.
You
That's
would wait
the
for that
best
beat
part.
to
The
drop,
best
and
part's
then the
first
hook would
10
be like, all
seconds.
right, yeah, I'll fuck with this.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines is, "I want roses when I'm living, not just roses when I die."
Yeah.
Dude, it's just.
And
shit
that's
hard.
Drink Champs.
I mean, that's just the saying now.
I know,
Like everybody
I'm-
talks about.
Oh wait,
that
that's
shit.
another saying. I don't know.
No, like that's their thing. Like we want everybody to get their roses while they still here, and they be drunk as fuck, just yelling that shit to the mic.
I was watching the Lil Wayne episode.
That was a good ass fucking episode, like interview.
I enjoyed it because it's like, man, you think about him, you be like, man, Lil Wayne, he always say he's so ducked off from the world, but then you see it, and it kind of blew my mind a little bit because I kind of put him in the Michael Jackson category.
Really?
Because he's still joyful, happy, but he don't really know what's going on in the world.
That nigga thought
And
21 Savage was a group of
was a
21
group
people.
of
Shut
21
up,
people
dude.
in
He
it.
did not.
And it's like he still don't know what's going on in the world. He's so separated from everything. But then you look back at the age that he actually got pulled into the industry.
14,
he was
15,
still
yeah.
he was still very young, and not even that. Like that's when they blew up.
Blew up, yeah.
But he was still inside of music since he was like 8, 9,
Yeah.
and consistent. And if you in music, like if you a creator and an artist, and you in music at 8 or 9, and you have access, like back in that time, if you had access to a recording studio, that consumed your life. So a lot of your childhood, you didn't really get to experience. So it's like, for me, I'd be looking at it, and I'd be like, man, dang, this is the hip-hop Michael Jackson. That's what I got from it. I was like, man, this nigga is literally the
Damn.
hip-hop Michael Jackson, because he started so young. He reached the pinnacle that very few people reach.
Yeah.
And this nigga didn't have to drop an album for 6, 7 years. And his name is, when you hear his name, you still think of quality.
Yeah.
Nothing left. So he's one of those people who started at a young age, mastered their craft, made it to the spotlight, changed the entire rap industry.
And he's still young, too.
And he's still young.
Yeah, he ain't,
and
Wayne
changed
like 30,
the industry.
36, 37.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, fashion and everything, because they brought up something, and they were saying how he changed the way people dressed and kids dress and how they act.
He started the babe craze.
And the
and the-
skateboard.
And the
shit,
skateboard
too.
craze.
Skateboard shit.
You know, black dudes getting piercings in their eyes.
That
you know what I'm
wasn't,
saying?
before him, that wasn't
didn't
really a
happen.
thing. That was
Yeah,
never
you
a
feel what I'm
thing.
saying? Tattoos on the face. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
I
started
remember-
all that shit.
When
Yeah.
I seen that, I was like,
Fucking
man, this
Post Malone.
nigga tripping. He put a tattoo on his face. Next thing you know, everybody followed the trend. Now you will walk anywhere and see a
Shit
nigga
normal
with a
as
tattoo all
fuck.
over his face.
Yeah, but Lil
You
Wayne,
want a second look at it.
Lil Wayne's tattoos compared to Post Malone's tattoos.
It's the same shit.
No, Lil Wayne's face is still like there. Like Post Malone's got shit on his
Nah,
cheekbones.
bro.
See, that's just a skin color.
Yeah, it's more contrast because he's white, for real.
That's probably it,
Like,
honestly.
yeah, it's just...
Yeah, that's just a skin
Fair enough.
color.
Fair
And
enough.
the tattoos fade. So if you got darker skin, the longer you had a tattoo, the more it's gonna look like closer to your skin color. Like,
Right, right, yeah, I understand.
you know, Post Malone, that shit is always just gonna stick out because he got a white background. Like,
I know. A white background, a white canvas.
Like the
Yeah.
backboard right there.
There you go, yeah.
Now, if we wrote that with yellow markers, you'd be like, man, something on those boards, but I
Yeah,
really
it
can't
wouldn't- it
tell.
wouldn't
But I
stand
can
out as
see
much.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's black markers on whiteboard, it changes the entire, like you said, conscious of it.
yep.
You see
Does.
it more. But it was it was very enlightening, man. Like
Yeah.
it made me respect him more as an artist. It made me respect him more as a person, as an individual. And I won't say the word respect on that part of it, but it definitely said,
Let you
oh,
in a little bit.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
oh,
Because Lil
yeah.
Wayne never let nobody in. Like, it was never like...
Right.
He was never too personal in his music. He never had like no deep dive interviews where he like talked about his childhood or anything really.
I mean, he kinda did
talked
that
about
one
like
time.
when he got shot or
Yeah.
he shot himself.
Yeah, when he got shot.
And
Yeah,
he's like, 'cause that's how he used to rap it.
yeah, he did. He did kind of like.
Wait, like no, he's
Yeah.
like he talked about that. Like he talked about some shit like about his pops and shit, nigga Rabbit or whatever. Not his biological father, but remember nigga Rabbit.
Was
yeah.
Rabbit the real name or that's the movie name?
No, that's Eminem, nigga. Rabbit.
No, I'm talking about the Hot Boys movie.
I never seen it.
Because I
That's his real
believe
name.
it was Juvie father in there. It was somebody in that movie named Rabbit, man. And it wasn't Eminem.
Yeah, I'm
I
talking
don't,
about
it
B
was a
Rabbit.
nickname.
But no, like the dude who raised Lil Wayne that died, like that his name or his street name or whatever was Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
But, he talked about that a little bit. But yeah, he never really got into like much of him, what he, going through as an adult. This is like the first interview where you actually got a piece of Dwayne Carter.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything else was Lil Wayne.
Sense of humor, everything.
Yeah.
You actually got to see a lot. And I was like, when I was watching, I was like, okay, this about to be just an interview. And I was like, oh, man.
It started off slow, and I was like, not slow, but like just regular. Like, but then they started, but like, you gotta get the nigga drunk. That's it. You gotta wait for the alcohol to kick in. And him and Nori got history.
Yeah. So he's had more confidence
Yeah.
there also.
Dude, sidebar really quick. Did you know that Kyle Shanahan, the coach for the 49ers in the Super Bowl, named his son after Lil Wayne,
Really?
Carter? And he,
Really?
Yeah, he said it too. He came out and said it after
How
the Super
old
Bowl.
is he?
How old's his son or
No,
Kyle,
Kyle
Shanahan?
Shanahan.
He's a younger coach. He's a younger head coach. He ain't in his 50s. He's
Oh, I know
probably
he ain't that
maybe
old.
not even in his 40s
Like
yet.
late 30s?
Maybe
Okay,
maybe
that-
early 40s. I'm not sure, but yeah,
I mean,
he
that's-
yeah, he was like, I named my son after you. Wayne? No, Carter. No.
Your son named Wayne?
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the interview. It took me a couple of days to watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but when I actually got to, I still don't think I finished it. I'm probably 20 minutes in, 20 minutes left to the end, but I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. Like, and it really made me go back, and I went and looked for the album, and I went and listened to it.
I still gotta finish it.
I only made it to one song.
It's like I made it to like 10 songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long ass album.
That's what I keep hearing.
It's like 20 something.
What,
that's
the funeral?
like 18 or so. There's a lot of tracks.
I was
That's a
trying
lot
to
of
listen
tracks.
to it
It's
the
like
one day.
24 or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
24. Yeah, it's a lot of
Welcome to the funeral.
yeah. There's a lot of tracks, but yeah, I made it through about 10 so far.
What's the one I was listening to in the car when you got in the other day?
The funeral.
But what was Mahogany? Something Mahogany?
That was the second song.
Mahogany Wood or some shit like
Mahogany
that.
something. Yeah.
That shit goes hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it back out.
Yeah, these are the best Wayne songs in a minute. Like they actually like songs, but he's still like spitting too. Like
Okay.
on the intro, hard. He ain't really like the intro. It's like one of them ones with a beat
the
build
end
up.
of the
And that's
intro?
what I heard.
It reminds you of that Meek Mill, that Dreams versus
It's,
Nightmares.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's very unorthodox. Then it falls into place.
Yeah.
like it's like
The end of it
I
is
see
nice.
what you're doing,
It's hard.
but I like how you brought it
It's
back to a straight beat.
Yeah.
You know, the intro. That's what made me be like, yeah, he still can spit, but at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, I ain't gonna go to song 2 yet. I'm gonna have to be in a certain place in order to listen to this entire
Yeah.
album. That's the reason I ain't listened
Yeah.
to it yet.
It ain't really an album you can just like play and get into. Like you gotta actually be listening. You
Yeah.
can't just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I'm on my way to work and we just throw it on. But you gotta be ready to listen.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That's like a fucking just chilling on a Saturday on some early shit. Got time by yourself. Just let that bitch play. But yeah.
Makes sense. But I really enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the interview. I enjoyed the experience. I think it was a very, very for him to drop an album, not to drop an album for so long, and then it to come out after
He dropped it in 2018. Carter
No.
5.
Carter 5, but it was like a recovery stage.
Yeah.
This is kind of like I'm out of the hospital and this is what I'm doing.
It's like this is like the Carter 5 was just like this has to come out.
Yeah,
And this is like, all right, I'm ready to put this out at the
right.
funeral. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like for that and to pick that outlet in order to do
Do
the
it,
interview, I think that was very creative also. Because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it brought you back to oh yeah, I'm chilling. You know, I'll be drinking, I'll be smoking. You feel what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
kind of in
He
that
could go
zone.
in there and be himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you can't really do that. Like you can on the Breakfast Club, but that's such a like high profile platform that everybody be like, oh, he on there doing this. He a drug addict. Like you know how motherfuckers like, man, because he had some lean on there. He was drinking with him at first. He's like, I'm good. I'm just sip my lean.
Damn.
Nigga had a Percocet chain, but
Oh,
it's
that chain
low
was
key.
hard. I enjoyed that chain.
But it's-
Man, that chain dope. Why is that simple ass chain so hard?
He's
But it
wild,
was.
bro.
But it's low key. Like
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. So like yeah, I fuck with Drink Champs though.
Yeah, I've been hip to them for a while. I've watched them from like the dirt to where they're at now. And it's
Nice.
like, it's amazing. It's very inspiring.
Yo, Toomp.
I didn't get the chance to
Oh, you
watch
saw
it.
the link though?
Yeah.
Toomp got that interview. That bitch long as fuck, but it's great.
I'm gonna listen.
And he was like, wait, clowning Drink Champs a little bit on there. he was like, man, Nori, man, y'all gotta show some love to the young folks, man. Y'all done had Memphis Bleak up on there for the third time. That shit had me dying, bro. Like, why you had to throw Bleak under the bus like that? But he like, it don't be no young people. He don't have no young people on Drink. That's one thing.
But
I didn't
that's
realize
the point
it.
of it.
I didn't realize until he said it though. Like,
That's the point
you
though.
could go
But
not
they-
like fresh talent, but like some people who've been in a few years.
But they originated with the old heads, and they always wanted to pay
homage,
to
give
the
people their flowers
to
and
the
shit.
to the old heads.
That's true.
Not the young ones.
But
And
shit,
it's like the
Niggas is
the
dying young.
foundation.
Juice WRLD just died at what, 21?
Yeah.
Like, show some love to these niggas, man. I ain't saying go get every young nigga, but a young nigga who you truly fuck with, think is talented.
They had ASAP Rocky on there.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine how-
A$AP
imagine-
Rocky, when they had A$AP Rocky on there.
I think T.I. was on there. I think if I remember right, the nigga just walked on like, "Hey, I'm here." Like,
Imagine though if they did have Juice WRLD on and then he died, and then imagine the amount of views that interview probably would have gotten post.
Yeah.
You know, like
I mean, but I get that format. Like,
I mean, I get
yeah.
it.
younger kids can watch it and they're gonna enjoy it because a lot of the artists that they put on there are still relevant.
I would
But at
say-
the same time, it's something for people because me being older, man, I've watched rap. Like when I first started listening to rap, I mean, like, it was artists. Put it like this: I was 5 or 6 when Criss Cross came out.
Man.
I'm thinking
time,
of. I
bro.
remember artists like Heavy
Criss Cross
D.
was
Like
shit.
this is it's not the roots,
Yeah.
but it's like this is when rap was becoming popular.
That's when rap became good.
Yeah, and
like,
you was watching it
that
grow.
80s shit. It was alright if you was alive back then. Ain't nobody going back to that shit. I'm sorry. I got the old MTV raps,
But
like
you
the old
still
MTV
got,
logo
but you
from the
can't
80s.
lie, you still got artists from the 80s. Like you got LL Cool J. He came out from the 80s. LL Cool J was the hardest nigga when he
Cool J
came out.
in like
Yeah.
88.
But
like,
he still
I'm saying,
was the
but
hardest
he was
nigga
towards the
when he
end of
came
that.
out.
He was like towards when
Yeah.
he was part of the like transition.
I
like,
give you that.
You know
but
what I'm saying?
they wasn't giving a lot. They wasn't getting
But
a lot
niggas
of
is
light
not
in the
Cool Mo
beginning.
D did not transfer over to the 90s, bro.
No, no, but Cool Mo D.
But a lot of them niggas was old. Niggas
Well, no,
who,
hold
like,
up. Wild Wild West. Y'all wasn't old enough. You wasn't.
Yeah.
He
Wild
wasn't
Wild
born.
West. The Wild Wild West. That video came on consistently. Wild
Yeah.
Wild West.
West.
The Wild Wild West.
Nigga on a straight up Brooklyn like stoop, a fire escape with some cow dressed like Lil Nas X.
No way.
No
Yeah.
bullshit.
Back before it was cool.
But it was cool back then.
then, like,
It was costume.
That was a sector of rap. Like
Yeah.
the niggas who dressed like that. You had the niggas who dressed like Kid and Play styles, the brighter colors and shit. Like
You had like the dancers. You had the
it's
b-boys.
it's
You
the
had
same shit, bro. It just
really
evolved.
is.
It
Yeah.
all just evolved.
Honestly-
Now that you said, yeah, it really is.
History repeats itself.
Niggas stopped getting bright colored clothes and just started putting that shit in their hair. Like
But no, bright color codes coming back, man, and it fucks my
it's-
head up.
it's- yeah.
So I'd be like, man, it ain't even just like when they had we had cross colors, nigga. That mean that you had one solid color and a bunch of colors that followed that solid color. I be saying niggas now.
No, bro, everything in the 90s was loud. I remember
It was loud.
I had a Tommy Hilfiger zip up, like it was supposed to be a button up, but it was a zip up with a big ass red block and a big ass blue block in the middle of my back. Like, but his size was white.
But
like,
it was still coordinated. Like the colors were still
yeah.
coordinated.
Remember all the Nautica shit from the 90s?
Oh,
all
yeah.
that lime
Nautica.
green?
Oh, man.
Bruh.
I know Nautica. Dude.
Man, no, that was, and then it
They still sell
transitioned to
that shit
polo.
like Marshalls.
Because niggas was doing that Miami polo, Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Now you seeing niggas walking around and
Then Kanye bought the pink polo.
Oh man, I never went into
Bro,
the pink, man.
the
I ain't
pink
gonna lie.
era. Let's
I'm
discuss
not a
the
pink
pink
guy.
era.
I'm not a pink
Just pretend
guy.
it's on the screen.
Uh-huh.
The pink era. I worked at Finish Line during the pink era.
What year would you say the pink era was?
Pink era was from like say 2002 to like 2004, 2003.
That sounds about right, because I think I remember basketball players that were drafted in like 2003 or 4. It was LeBron's class. Somebody wore a pink suit.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah,
Who the fuck was it?
but like pink was like nigga. We had pink everything, like shoes. Like you would just see.
I don't like it.
You would just see a trend appear in your store. Like I would be at work, just working.
It
Normal,
would literally be pink sections inside of
nigga.
clothing stores,
Normal
urban clothing stores.
Normal Jordan retros on the wall,
Oh.
Air Force Ones, everything just regular. We got white tees, black tees, gray tees, blue tees, every color except pink. Coming to work one day, whole table full of fucking pink tees.
Yeah, you probably shit your pants.
Man, I've seen the blackest nigga ever walking around in the pink. It was a fat black nigga. Like, why are you wearing a solid pink t-shirt, bruh? Like, it's one thing if you got like,
Like a piece of bubble gum.
no, like you got a shirt and it got some pink in it, or you got a pink button up, or you got like a pink polo. You got a pink fucking 4 for 20 fucking t-shirt on. Nigga, that's the poorest
and,
shit
they-
ever.
and this was the tall tee era also.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
man.
can't forget that. So
Oh,
it
wait,
wasn't a
okay.
regular
So it
t-shirt.
wasn't-
was long.
It was 3 for 20 then, not 4 for 20.
Yeah.
The tall tees was a little more expensive.
Oh, okay.
I pay for the extra fabric, bro.
That's cool.
And this was the tall tee era. So imagine seeing a nigga in a tall pink t-shirt.
With a pink
Now,
headband.
hold
Oh, I
up,
believe
pause.
it.
This was double collar era also. Niggas don't wear double collars. So not only did you have to go buy a pink t-shirt, but you had
Yeah,
to
to wear a
find a
white one
white
under it.
t-shirt under it that fit the collar perfectly in order for it to work right and you not to look like a bum. And then you got sagging ass pants on with some white Air Force Ones.
Oh, and you probably got a pink do-rag hanging out your back pocket.
Yo, I need you to bring back the double collar.
No. I was so happy when the dollar cop, man. it was so much work.
That's a lot. Sounds like who wants to wear 2 fucking polos, dude?
No, not like
2
the polos.
like 2 t-shirts. Like
Yeah.
you'll wear a white tee under whatever color.
You
was
always
thinking
had to have
polos.
either.
Imagine
You
how that
always had
shit
to
would
have a
look.
solid
Hell
color
no.
tee. It had to be a neutral color.
I got
White,
you.
popular. You might wear a black one depending on the shirt.
You know what's
or
funny?
you might wear a gray one.
I used to do that when I was a kid, but I would always wear a fucking undershirt and then
I mean,
wear a
wearing
shirt.
an undershirt
Not like
is
just a
different.
white one though. I would make my mom grab me like a blue one, a red one, like all the colors. That way, if I wore something red, I could wear a red.
Oh yeah, so you caught the tail end of it.
When I was a kid though, so I
You
think
went to school with too many black kids.
That's probably right. Somebody put me onto it because I didn't do it myself. But I used to do that, and then I used to wear basketball shorts under my pants.
Yeah,
all the way
you went
through-
to school with black
all the way
kids.
through high school.
You
bro.
wore basketball shorts under those jeans.
I wore basketball shorts probably to my late junior year, and then I was like, "Fuck that, man! My balls are sweating."
Hot as fuck. Hands be sliding down all
Fucking
easy.
A. I don't know
Your
why.
belt ain't doing shit because them bitches just slide down.
And you know you were wearing those like fucking old NBA
The
style.
nylon,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, that shit was just slippery.
That's funny.
That shit was just slippery. Yeah, it was, man. Those were some crazy eras, man. But
That's
hip hop
funny.
has made a lot of evolution. Where it's at now, I mean, I'm an older dude, so it's weird where it's at now. But at the same time, I respect it because I
It's
understand.
the same shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
just cycles.
Man, no, I'm sorry, man. Like, no, not
Honestly,
really.
this
Not
new
really.
shit is better than the crunk and snap era. Trap music, I will take this. These songs ain't about shit. I will take the box over fucking
Dun, dun.
yes, Laffy Taffy. Boom, kill all them niggas.
But that was the first. Like that was a,
Rest in
that was
peace,
a
Shawty
game.
Law. I
That
ain't
was
even
a
kill all
game
them
breaker
niggas, but-
because that made it
No, that's
more
wrong with it.
acceptable for you not to really have to deliver
Lyrics.
and jump on the song.
But that
and
was
made a hit.
always there.
I
It
thought
was
T-Pain did that
there,
shit.
but it
Prominent.
wasn't
took
it wasn't
over.
mainstream.
Yeah.
It became mainstream. Like everything's always underground somewhere. But when it peaks its head at the top, that's when it makes its mark. Like even Crunk. Like
But not
Crunk.
even before that. We had the Screw era. Well, I guess Screw and Crunk was kind of like simultaneous.
But Screw. See,
I'm talking about Mike Jones Screw, not like
Mike
the
Jones.
original Screw. I'm talking about like when
You
Lil
can
Flip and them
run
niggas blew up.
But that's
all day
because in
Another Mike
Cleveland,
Diesel production.
I ain't gonna even say in Cleveland, but just speaking on Cleveland, that's where we're from. We didn't really get on Screw real heavy until Lil Flip dropped. So if
Lil Flip?
Not Game Over and that shit.
Wait, hold on. Wait, which song did
Lil
he
Flip
have?
the Leprechaun. About
if
like
I spill drink on my clothes, I can do that. Don't matter.
Not the Lil Flip back on the scene. Freestyle
no, that's
King.
the
late.
same dude?
Yeah, same dude,
I
but
like
it's
that.
later.
Oh,
But
later.
we had
Okay,
I
okay.
Can Do It. And it wasn't necessarily the lyrics. It was just dum, 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 dum.
It was
That's
just hard.
It was just a hard.
I
yeah.
first heard that. Remember that? What was that club? It was like a high school club, like out this way. It was out in like Solon or something.
Arabica. No.
It was like a fucking high school club though. I remember going to that shit. That was the first time I
Was it
heard.
a club or was it like a party center?
It was a
that
party
opened up?
center, but it was a club.
That
on,
was out on
like Saturday nights for
What was that
high school
on?
kids.
That was like on the borderline of Solon.
Yeah, it
what
was in
street is
Solon.
that?
I don't remember what street it was on.
Man, I just rode down
But
the
that
street
shit
on my
used to
way
go
here. I can't
hard.
think of it.
Psalm
That-
Center Road. No.
No, it's not
Nah.
Some Center.
That
That's
was
the
the
only road
first
I know
time I
in
heard that
Solon.
shit. Was,
Rockside.
Oh.
yeah, it's down Rockside.
Yeah,
Not the
Rockside.
Mediterranean.
It was over there though. It was another building.
It's further
wasn't it?
down.
It's not
It was
called
further
Arabica.
down somewhere, but it wasn't the Mediterranean. It was
Was-
bigger. It was huge. It was on the second floor. You come in, you go up the stairs, and the actual club part was on the second floor. The floor used to be bouncing and shit. Used to
What?
But it used to be a
feel
building
the floor
there.
bounce,
It's a
like-
building there that they tore down.
That's kind of
That was in that on that strip.
I don't know if I
And they
bought
tore
one
it
there.
down. It's like a window factory or something over there now.
I don't
But it was
know.
like an old hotel, and they had multiple floors on it.
It was just 2 floors.
Oh, I
It was
know
just
what you're
like a party center. But
Like-
that bitch used to go hard. But that
What
was
did you
the first
guys
time
do in there?
Dance. It was like a club for kids. You couldn't drink and shit.
Grinding up on each other? And shit?
Yeah.
And nobody gave a fuck.
It wasn't like it wasn't by a school, nigga. It was
Who ran the place?
a party promoter. You just pay like that was that was just me getting tangled up. But like no, it was like a party promoter.
Yeah.
Threw a party like they would for adults, but it was for high school students. You get carded. You know what I'm saying? There's no
You
liquor.
get carded? What, you can't be
my
18?
first-
You can't be too old and you can't be too young.
Well, I guess that would make sense to be too
You
old.
can't be a fucking 30-year-old in the fucking high school party, R. Kelly.
Well, that was my thought.
I didn't make it there, but my first club experience that allowed people under the age of 18 in was Lynn Rocks.
Where the fuck is that? I remember the name.
It was on Miles.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You won't know about this. Imagine a club where you going in there.
Like the after hour spot.
It went into after hours,
Yeah.
but you can get there early.
Yeah.
You went into a spot, right? Everything you wanted was there. Just to say. 16. They may card you. You pay, you go in.
Yeah.
Strippers.
What?
Strippers. First lap dance. Everything happened in Lynn Rocks. Straight strip. I still remember this stripper's face. Because it's my first lap dance.
Oh, how was it?
It was...
You remember the face over the booty now?
I remember everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember everything.
How old were you?
16.
Damn.
My cousins took me. One of us was 16, the other one was older than us. And he knew people.
Yeah.
So he was able to get us straight to
Damn,
the
you
door without
so
any
wait, did
issue.
you pay?
No, they paid for me. They paid to get me in. They paid
Raw,
for my first
dude,
strip
man.
dance.
He was hanging out with the right people
but
at
I
the
was,
age 16.
I was out there, so it wasn't like unusual.
Yeah.
To be in an actual place,
And
business,
getting it done, like...
And oh man,
How old was I the first time I went to a strip club? What year did you get married?
2015.
2015. I was 30.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait, yeah, you told me you went and he was just at the bar fucking eating wings.
Not the bar. We was all in like the same section and shit.
But you were just eating wings, probably, playing on your phone.
I was just happy he was
chopping
there.
in with my other boy. Our boy T1 was there. Like, so I was chopping in with him because like it was a bunch of people I ain't know.
Right.
Like it was, I knew like y'all two and your brother basically.
I mixed the crowds.
Yeah.
I didn't. Normally I don't mix crowds.
You didn't
but
take
in
no
that
church-going
situation,
people, did you?
I mixed-
No,
yeah,
this
I
was
took a
before
couple.
that.
You did?
No, this was
Hell yeah.
during that time period. I knew what I was getting ready to leave. Yeah.
Was it?
This was during
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh man, I was deeper in than I am now.
Yeah.
Oh, it was because it was the night. I was like, okay, I gotta let everything go, and I'm gonna enjoy this experience because this is the last time I'm going to have this experience. It doesn't matter. They can see the watch.
There you
Wait,
go.
Apple Watch, guys.
Show him the bling.
This is the last time I'm going to have this experience, and I went and I had a ball, man. I ain't gonna need to lie. Like I didn't do nothing I wasn't supposed to do,
Right.
babe. Nothing.
Hey.
But I had a ball. Like I was drunk before we left the first spot. Before we even got to the
You
strip
gotta
club.
be.
I think I was doing like 120 on the freeway.
I remember something like that. Your ass
And
left
T1
everybody.
called me like, man, slow down. You don't want to go to jail. This your night.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, all right, you right. I'm just amped, man.
I don't even remember who the fuck I rode. I had to ride with T1.
You was
I
riding
know
with
I rode back with T1, but I don't know who I
did you
rode.
ride up there with? Who did I only had? I had.
It would have had to be T1. I ain't know nobody else.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was.
So
Yeah.
wait, were you like disgusted at the titties?
I wasn't paying no attention to that shit.
But like you had to have seen a couple. You can't dodge them. They're fucking everywhere.
No, we was over like on the side. Like the
And-
stage was in the middle. Like you gotta like you can
Yeah,
look
we
over
had
there.
like
And you know-
we had like a certain corner that it was so many of us.
You know when
took
like
that
chicks
corner.
come up to you in the strip club, they're like, "Hey, honey, you need to dance." How many came up to you?
I don't think none. I think
None.
like when you over on that side, it's just like they just bring your food and shit when you
Oh,
order
okay,
it. They not
okay.
just going over.
Can you imagine that shit? Like coming up to her, "Hey, honey, would you like a dance?"
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
That was the strip club. I blew the most money in the strip club that I had my last strip club visit in. That same club.
What was it?
What? Yeah, I was gonna say, what was it?
What?
What was the name of it?
Secrets.
Secrets. Yeah.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
It'd be funny if I came out in secrets.
He had came out before, but I was really the only person out the group that knew.
Yeah.
And my little brother knew.
Oh, and they're all probably
He
thinking
didn't
like,
give a
"Man, why
shit.
the fuck ain't Rod getting some
And
titties in his
T1
face?"
knew.
That night. When did he find out?
T1 found out before. He found out just through normal conversation. I don't think y'all crossed paths since.
Well,
Yeah.
And that was the first time y'all was like.
Do you remember him treating you any different? He say something?
Nah, like
Him crack a
we
joke?
was talking all night. Like he cried. Like when we left, he was like, "Man, why you feel like you could tell me?"
Oh, that's sweet.
Cause we was harsh, man.
They like-
we wasn't harsh like homophobics, but in the community,
Say,
that's the word.
I was like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, nigga, I remember a time when you was like, man, if somebody thought I was gay, I'd be fucking a bitch on my porch every morning.
What?
Hey, you hear shit like that? You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
That baby won't tell him this.
No, I could imagine just how, in any situation, if you don't know if somebody like and nowadays, you know, it's like
The-
kind of a bad word.
The
F
black
word.
community is homophobic as fuck, but I feel like it's because everybody, the black community thinks every gay dude is a flamer.
Right.
Like that's just how, like by default, that's
what we were exposed to.
Yeah.
Like if a gay dude was down low, we didn't hear about down low until the song came out. We was like, damn, it's really thug niggas out here fucking niggas in the ass. Like really?
What song is you talking about?
Keep it on the down low. Then it transitioned into where it was like down low brothers. It was this whole year where it's just like down low black man. It was books coming out, all types of shit. And that's when we was like, oh, it's actual regular niggas out here that's not flamboyant, fucking niggas in the ass. So like that's how we thought about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because we was only exposed.
I love the way you say it, bro.
We was only exposed.
I love it. That's
to
funny.
the flamers. Yeah. So we was only exposed like, oh yeah, that nigga gay, because he'd come up to you with a weave on.
Right. That's.
What the fuck you talking about? And you like, man. So it not only for a black male. And I don't know if this is in every community, but this is definitely like the Cleveland ghettos. For a black male, it set a very bad image in our heads for what homosexuality was. Because we was like, it wasn't necessarily like our minds go, oh, you fuck niggas in the ass, that's different. But it was more of like, nigga, you want to be a girl.
Yeah, that's
because of the ones that dressed like that.
When I came out, my boys was like, a couple of my boys, like, man, I thought you was going to be like wearing dresses and makeup and shit. Like, no, nigga, being gay is not being a woman.
And that's the image that is painted in our head.
Rob was the first like real hard gay dude. Like,
I ain't hard, but I ain't.
Nah, but you're like, no one would ever know, ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very open about it.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like
you
before,
mentioned it. But before I found out, I thought Rob was my age. And I was like,
that
man,
vampire shit. I think that's one of the tricks they get from that shit.
Maybe,
Staying young.
Hey.
Staying young. Look at Elton John. That nigga what? 89.
This is gonna be really.
Like he's 45.
This is gonna be
now. It took a very long time for RuPaul.
This is gonna be very ignorant for me to say.
It doesn't matter. Still look the same age since the 80s or the 90s.
I gotta bring it up. Is it because like I heard that like semen like moisturizes your skin?
Man,
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Elton John like he swallow every drop, bro. He ain't getting no semen on his skin.
Oh, bro, Elton John swallowing every drop.
So how you get the vocals like that, bro?
Hey, keep the pipes lubed up. That's fucking.
What you doing? I'm just stroking these keys.
That's what you're stroking. That is funny.
Oh, no lawsuits, no lawsuits.
Yeah, please. It's no HR podcast for a reason.
No, Elton John fuck with Young Thug, so
that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Rob, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and this has nothing to do with the topics that we have, but I am very upset that you have this unused ass Xbox sitting right here.
You know that thing's
just
been there.
collecting dust.
I'm waiting on fucking Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs, bro.
Bro, you might as well just buy a new box or a PS4 when it comes out. Because you're not going to get the best experience out of it unless you buy the newest system.
You mean PS5?
Yeah, or the new Xbox.
Yeah, the game's going to come out before that.
But didn't it get moved back to like
got pushed back to like September.
You might as well wait.
The new PS4 comes out in like November, bro.
$500 system.
You waited that much longer?
You can get the $320 one.
It's only one PS5 coming out.
You sell this one now.
I'm a PlayStation. I'm not paying to play online. I already bought the fucking system. I already paid for internet. I'm not paying Microsoft so I can fucking go online on the game I already fucking own. Fuck you, Bill Gates.
You do know you got to pay for PlayStation Online, right?
No, you don't.
This is how long it's been since
they changed it.
Online, yeah.
4 or 5 years ago?
No.
Yes.
I was playing PlayStation Online like 2 years ago with GTA 5 and didn't have to pay shit.
Somebody bought you a fucking subscription because
and put it on your
I promise you, bro, I've had the PS4 since it came out, which was in like November of 2013 maybe, or maybe it was 2015. Man. I don't fucking know. Was it 2015?
Came out before that, I thought.
2014 maybe? Whatever. I remember PS3, you didn't have to pay for that shit. And I was
never
like,
paid for PlayStation Network.
PlayStation 3, you never had to pay for it.
I never had PlayStation 3.
Never had PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3. Never had PlayStation 3.
I'll tell you, I brought the PS4 and you had to pay. Maybe.
No wonder they do the PS. It's like, it's like
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
It takes too long to say if you don't rush it, and when you rush it, you sound like you stuttering.
But it's the PlayStation, bro.
Yeah, that takes too long.
PlayStation where you play.
It's PS4, PS5.
Regardless.
PS351.
You knew you had to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you get paid for it, and then you get like free games every month with it, though.
No, that's bullshit. So they do the same thing with Xbox.
Yeah, but the games are pretty good though.
Fuck both of them. How about that? How
I
about I
agree.
just won't game anymore?
I'm trying to play on PC, bro. It's like the next wave.
Man, that's where I'm. Yeah, I'm definitely.
We
Y'all
should.
some
Hey, you
fucking
should get on
nerds.
Steam, bro. We could have some fun, dude, playing some of those games on there.
I'm thinking about it, man.
Y'all some nerds.
Like war simulator games. It takes Call of Duty and blows out the fucking water, dude.
I know.
It's awesome.
I know.
Yeah, come over sometime.
I'm thinking. I'm definitely, man, looking to invest. I got to buy 2 computers: a gaming computer and another music
For
and video
music, yeah.
computer. But that's too much money. So
I don't know who either of you.
Well, couldn't
are
you just
anymore.
build one for both?
I'm building both.
Couldn't you just build both together and like a
I won't-
supercomputer?
I won't want to blend them because I want to use as least amount of internet on my actual
I got you.
music PC.
Makes
as
sense.
possible. So
Man, you gotta go to Micro Center, bro. Not trying to plug or anything, but like, dude, they got the fucking
Everybody know that.
deals, bro.
I've been hip to Micro Center since they got here.
Dude,
bro.
they got-
I've been-
but that's not the game.
since I was burning CDs.
The game is to go to Newegg online.
I mean, yeah.
Newegg
And then
got
you
good
take
shit
that
too.
shit into Micro Center and they price match you. That's the game.
Ooh, that's
That's
not
the
a bad
game.
idea.
They
Yeah.
price match Newegg.
They price match.
And they're already low as fuck anyway, so it's really
Yeah.
hard to find a price
Yeah.
that beats them. But Newegg does have some
Right.
shit cheap.
That's like the only play, but I just wait for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could.
But like now, Amazon spoiled me, bro. Amazon Prime will spoil the fuck out
Man,
of you.
Amazon Prime starts sending you shit the day of.
Yeah, you got day like if you order that shit at like 9 a.m., you might get that shit same day.
I ordered like
Yeah.
a Wi-Fi adapter for my PC because I moved it up into my room and I didn't have an Ethernet cord up there. Dude, it was like order it within the next 6 minutes. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and you can get it today by 8 o'clock. Fuck yeah! I'm like,
Yeah,
ordering
they
that shit.
fast. I know.
Crazy.
Ordered
Living in
some
a city
shit
with the
done tonight and
hub,
it
that
popped
shit
up
is
the
like
next morning.
cheating, bro.
So
It wouldn't
What'd
be
you
that
say?
dope if we lived in like the middle of nowhere, but living in a city that got the fucking, we got 2.
We do. Wait,
Yeah.
where's the other one?
yeah,
at?
you like literally right around the
You're
corner.
right around the corner from
Euclid
one.
and
Euclid, too.
Northfield.
So
You guys afraid to open anything from China?
I don't order shit from China.
nigga, Lysol kills the coronavirus. What am I afraid of? Spray
That's
that shit with
true.
some
That's
Lysol
true.
and
But do
keep
you
it
Lysol?
moving. Hold up, why do the Lysol can already have coronavirus on it?
Cause they quick.
Corona SARS.
No way. It says that on there.
Yes.
Quick.
Yes.
Or they was part of the plan.
Nigga, how you know? Like, just get us some of this
They're the
coronavirus
sponsor-
over here
They're the
so we
sponsored
can make sure we
like
kill it.
germ killer.
Yeah.
Like they got they had the biggest bet. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're at a bidding. So, 445. Oh, Lysol for 500,000. You know what I mean? They're like,
They about to get the what's causing this so they can go ahead and get the antibodies.
I didn't know
in
that,
order
but you know I'm
to-
going to get some after this.
Oh yeah, I literally pulled. I had a can. 'Cause, you know, we've been battling the flu virus.
Yeah, hey, that's
So I
even
had
worse,
a can,
actually, but-
and I looked, and I'm reading, and I'm just like, man, this should kill a lot of stuff. And I'm going, I see Corona SARS. I said,
What the fuck?
didn't they just say 2 weeks ago that this shit was new?
Maybe it ain't new. Maybe it's like new outside of China.
Has
like,
SARS always been on it?
SARS has
is
been around
old,
for
man.
years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But what if Corona is SARS, and they just changed the name to put more fear on it? Like,
Well, you
this
know
is
what?
new.
If you read it, it actually is the same exact thing. It's a respiratory. SARS stands for acute respiratory syndrome. I forget what the S. The very
first
first.
S?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's acute respiratory syndrome, and I'm pretty sure the coronavirus is literally SARS, but just an amped up version of it because it's already. I think they say it's already killed more than SARS has, or infected more maybe. I don't know. I'm starting to just.
Hand me that vape.
It's in China.
Fearmonger.
It's in China.
Fear mongering.
It ain't here.
Fear mongering.
So
Yeah.
I don't even care about it anymore.
It was here until the dude went home, and then we realized it wasn't here.
I know,
till the
yeah.
day
Then
after.
I was,
Oh,
for a
this
second
nigga
there, I
in
was like,
Chicago.
and then the report came out from the only trustworthy news site apparently.
Why do
WKYC3 was the
Why
only
do
one.
Northeast Ohio always get the bullshit? Everything that happened, we're involved in. Why?
That's true, but I'll tell you what: if Korea or
gotta pass through here.
dude, if Korea or Iran,
Layover airport.
Russia,
Sure.
anybody tries to shoot a rocket at us or tries to shoot a rocket like at America, they ain't coming for Cleveland. They don't know where the fuck. You think Putin knows where Cleveland is?
Yes.
Like, you think so?
He knows where Ohio is.
Ohio.
You know,
He don't care
Ohio's
about Ohio.
bunkers a mass amount of nuclear warheads. Yes.
Great.
but they just trying to kill the people in power.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. But if they nuke shit, they nuking where the nukes are coming from. Imagine this,
Nuke-tastic.
and a lot of people don't understand this. Imagine a place. Just imagine you go visit your grandmama. Your grandmama stay in a rural area, so it take you an hour and a half to drive out there, and you ride through all
wanna
this.
visit her.
You ride through all this country land. You visiting her once a year. You ride through all this country land. you might have rolled past 2 nuclear bunkers. It's just in the ground.
You never know. Yeah.
But that's how they station them. Like it's not at military bases. Our nuclear warheads is in the middle of society. Like they're just here.
Have you ever thought of building a nuclear fallout shelter at your home?
Multiple times.
And didn't you just move?
Yes.
Are you at your like forever home? You think?
No.
No. I wouldn't do it then. But like when you get to your forever home, you think, dude, I think like when I
never have a forever home.
That's a
think
white
so.
people term.
Yeah.
Forever home is like, to me, a forever home is when I move somewhere and I'm like, all right, I'm
My
not
forever
buying
home
another
would
house.
be mobile because my retirement plan is to once all the kids is out, once we got our money stacked, just to
Travel.
hit the road and travel. We're gonna have a mobile home and we're gonna stop.
Somebody want to be at home all day,
Bro,
bro.
I'm sorry. I feel like that's like everybody's dream because I want to do the same thing because I already talked to Amber. It's so nice. I don't know how old you'll be when your final
What am I
kid
doing?
gets to 18, unless you have more kids. No, keep it going. No, we'll just take a break. We'll go outside and hit that.
No.
That way the vape's not even on camera.
No.
Like Leo said, it doesn't get the same. It's just not the same.
It just doesn't hit right.
It's not the same. Come on, Rob. Let's
We
have a
gotta get
little
Rob
fun today.
Some air purifier.
We could take. I'm sweating right now. I could use a little.
No.
Come on, man.
I ain't going back outside.
You motherfucker. Anyways, okay, so back to the topic at hand. Say you're in your house in between you getting the mobile home and it's your final home that you're in before the mobile home. Would you build a fallout shelter, do you think?
Yeah.
You turn the mobile home into a fallout shelter.
How?
I don't think you could.
Put a drill on the front and just drill into the ground.
Or have a station, like buy some land, and if you ever think that some shit's gonna go down, build a fallout shelter where you could just pull your fucking thing in.
If I had enough money,
That's a genius idea.
If I had enough money, I would have several of those around the United States.
That's
of America.
that's what I was gonna say, but then I thought you were gonna be like, oh, who's the fuck's got money for that? But
Yeah. If I had the money, I would definitely.
imagine
Who
that.
has money for one?
No, dude, that you buy a $10,000 or a $5,000 lot, you don't need a lot of space because you're going down.
Yeah, all you have to do is dig and build a shelter, then rebury that shelter with enough mass to make sure that it's not going to be affected and make sure that it has the proper air
And then
channels.
You just
And
drive
stock
your.
it, yeah, stock it
That
with
sounds
food.
so simple.
It really.
It's not that difficult. I mean, it's not something that I'll probably do by myself. I'm not building no ark or no shit. But it's something that it won't cost as much as you think. Like you buy a couple of acres of land and you just build something underground and just boom, leave it there.
Yeah.
And then you can literally, anytime you think some shit's gonna go down, just drive back
Just
there,
drive there.
and pull it in, and you don't even have to put any furniture, nothing down there, because you're in.
Well, you're going to want to make it comfortable because you're going to be under.
No, he talking about because you in the mobile
You
thing.
got the mobile
you just
home.
pull the mobile home
Oh, that
in
is
there.
that is
Pull
true.
the mobile home in there, and then you're
Yep.
just in the mobile home.
Boom.
But you're just surrounded by the shelter.
Get you
Yeah.
a Tesla coil. Oh,
Yeah.
you good.
Yeah, so your mobile home's gonna be
You
electric.
You got to put some
You already
panels
know
up top.
your shit's gonna be
The
electric.
panel's going to give you away.
You say what? Not for the Tesla coil.
Yeah, the coil is power solar.
No.
No, you just build a line and take
No.
it and put it down the street
Yeah,
somewhere.
the Tesla coil. If you
It's
build
solar.
one, no, it turns on and generates power without nothing. It generates power on itself. It don't even need sunlight, bro.
Think about it when
Hell,
you.
you talking
Have you
about?
ever seen a copy? You ever seen these blueprints? See, back when I was in my
You talking about
conspiracy,
Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla
oh,
coil.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
not
ain't talking about no
Elon
solar
Musk.
panels.
Yeah, I thought you
Tesla
talking about
shit.
Yeah, you can't rely on solar light in a situation like that because the world might be consumed
There ain't gonna
with
be no
ash.
solar light,
it might, yeah. So
The only thing you'll have to do is stock up on food.
Honestly,
like every
bro,
couple of years or something.
I'm
like
not trying to survive no apocalypse.
that. I want to.
What is there going to be? Like, it's not going to be no internet.
I want to live.
And do what?
man, do y'all hear this dude?
He'd rather be dead than not have the internet.
That'll be the dopest shit ever.
And, like
you alive with probably a few 100,000 people in the world,
Yeah, you're really.
and you roaming land.
450.
Yeah.
It's no man's land,
Wait, how do you turn it up?
dude.
Let's hold it.
Society is gone.
Yeah.
But no, look at this.
Live
You
life.
put a little greenhouse down
Growler
there.
don't work no
You
more.
put a little greenhouse down there. Start growing. You have to create some sort of water and
Create water.
no, some sort of system.
Filtration system.
Yeah.
Filtration system, and then you got to get like some UV lights. But you set that shit up, you can grow as much marijuana for the rest of your life, and you could live down there and just get baked all the fucking time. You don't even care that you're the last person
Jake's
in the
still
world.
young because the world ended, and this nigga thinking about getting high.
Bored as fuck, high as fuck on my mind, nothing to do. Like, now I'm about to write on some tablets. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking hieroglyphics and shit. Like, nigga, ain't gonna be shit to do.
I mean, the way the world is going, though, they're
y'all
kind of
see-
driving it into it.
What was that movie with Will Smith? Where he had to kill his dog?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
It's a sad
That
movie.
nigga was bored as fuck, bro. He started talking to the mannequins. He had relationships with mannequins.
Hey, shit.
Man, I ain't trying to be that bored, bro. I ain't never trying to be that bored in my life.
Hey.
I'd rather be alive and bored than dead and not have the internet or something.
If you dead and living it up,
That's just the thing.
never know.
Well, I know when I die, Lord willing, with my obedience, I'm going to be in a beautiful place. I don't know about y'all niggas yet. You better get there.
I'm gonna be chilling.
I'm gonna be chilling in the bunker. No. No, I don't think that'll ever happen, honestly, unless there was some sort of.
It's going to happen. It
You
has
want
to
to know
It's gonna
how?
happen eventually.
You
I don't
wanna
think
know
it's
how
gonna
it's
be in
gonna
our
happen, though?
lifetime.
You don't think so? It's possible.
I think Trump is. I feel like he is lessening tensions with the Middle East, just because, like, I don't know. I feel like he'll just drop the fucking bomb, and they're afraid about that, you know. So I really don't think that we'll have problems with them. But who I'm afraid of is Russia, bro. Like China, not so much because they're imploding from
Why
the
you afraid
inside.
of Russia? That's just people.
I don't. Okay, I'm afraid of the supreme ruler, not the president, because you've seen that he made everybody step down. His entire government step down, including himself.
Right.
But then he named himself supreme leader, supreme ruler. That just sounds tyranny, like right there. Like, supreme
I mean, that's
ruler
like, yeah.
Putin. And I mean, hey, he's running shit fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong maybe with what's going on. I don't really live there, so I don't know.
I don't know
but-
how Russia's.
Are the
fucking-
Russian people happy?
the
Is
citizens
the
feel,
question.
yeah, like, I
if
don't-
they're happy, then keep doing it. But I feel like they got weapons. I feel like they got weapons.
They
Russia
definitely got
been had
weapons.
But I think they got better weapons than all of our other enemies or our non-ally.
I don't know. I
always
think
been a
China probably
force.
got better weapons than Russia.
really.
They
But
invent all the
bioweapons,
technology,
maybe?
nigga.
But and
They
then
do.
war
They
war
do.
is going to a totally different because you got cyber wars. So I remember, man, when I was reading this, it was like, yeah, we attacked them, so we may have to experience some hacks, and them hacking into the system. So it's not necessarily missiles anymore. It's or bombs. You can shut down a society just by shutting down their power grid.
They
You
hacked
can
our
shut down
election.
a society just by. I mean, our election's been hacked, man. That's,
No, I mean they hacked like
Dude,
our
this-
election's never been hacked by another country.
Dude.
Our election's been internally hacked,
dude.
not by another
Our
country,
elections, the system, people look at the United States like it's separated from the world. It's a world
I get.
system.
I'm saying, but it's never been hacked. Somebody else might have been in control, but it was never like a hack. They literally,
Snowden kind of
they
hacked it.
literally manipulated the people without them knowing. That's the hack, not like a digital hack, but they hacked in with these fake social media accounts and got people hooked on some bullshit. That's the hack, not like
Also, we got propaganda from another country.
yeah, not like they hacked the polls.
But it's like I'm saying, it's always been the same exact thing. The only thing now is that people can find out easier, which makes, or they can tell you whatever you want and you're gonna believe it.
Yeah.
Like that's the system, man. My theory on how the world moves is I'm Leo. I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. I know that I'm in the mob, and I don't mean like the mafia. I mean like the mob, the people, and that's where I'm at. I haven't escalated or put myself on a pedestal where I'm a political threat or influence or anything like that. So you move with the wave. You don't know what's going to happen because anything can happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so when they be like, oh, this person was elected. This person was elected. I've, in my lifetime, been through 6 presidents. Right?
Nigga,
6
you been
presidents.
through? Oh no, because some got repeat terms. and
Yeah,
shit,
some got repeat
I was
terms.
like, wait,
Yeah, 6
that
presidents.
math don't add up,
Everybody,
man. Nigga, you
everybody
24.
got, everybody got repeat terms.
Yeah, not
Since
everybody.
I've been, since
I've only
we,
lived through a
we
couple,
left,
yeah.
we left out on Reagan. We came into Bill Clinton, 2 terms. Then we came into George Bush, 2 terms.
when did
then
Reagan-
we came to Barack Obama, 2 terms.
When did Clinton was 94, 92?
Clinton was, I believe, 92.
It had to be
Who's
92.
96? George W.
No,
No,
that was
George
2000.
W. Yeah.
2000, 2008. Then we got Barack.
Wait, what's 2000? What's 96?
Clinton was 92 through 2000. Then
Oh,
we
he
got-
was?
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, he got impeached like right at the end of his term.
I don't remember Clinton, the first president. I was only 4 when he's got impeached. So I
Yeah.
really don't remember him, but I remember fucking George W.
Yeah.
I remember that motherfucker. He is the funniest
I was
president
in 7th grade.
we've ever had, bro. I love the videos. We might have to pull something up. You
I
remember
was
that
in
one?
7th grade when he got elected, and it was so
I'm George.
sad.
George
Like,
W.
That dude is an idiot.
You got to think, like,
We're gonna take the people.
This is the era where, like, when you had, what, Looney Tunes and Tiny Toons. And they used to have, like, what was his name? Ross Perot? What was his name?
Ross Perot.
Yeah. They used to
The
have, like,
ears.
with the ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always been, and instantly from those cartoons, I didn't like him. And I was a kid. I wasn't even registered to vote. So it's always been influence on the mind. You feel what I'm saying? Bill Clinton came in. It's perfect, man. You make him an enemy, and then you put Bill Clinton on the Arsenio Hall show, and he played the saxophone. Boom. He had the black vote just off of that. And he already was a Democrat. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always been manipulation, man. So if people on social media now and they allow individuals to come up and talk to them that don't exist about with these fake accounts and talk to them about what they feel and this is what's going on and this is what's happening and you're actually taking that information and making your decision based off of that, it's no different than what's been going on. Only difference is it's a computer involved now. So since it's a computer involved, oh, they hacked it. No, nigga, they use propaganda. They just used it on what people don't sit down and watch.
They call it
television
social
anymore.
engineering when you like put something out for people to cause a certain reaction. It's like hacking people's feelings. Because we ain't shit but computers. We walking, talking, living, breathing computers. Like,
Well,
our brains function like computers.
we are just walking sacks of meat, really. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but your brain is you. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to Rob the dreadhead, you know, not like, you know what I mean? Like, your style and your appearance, that's not really who you are. I'm talking one brain to another brain.
Yeah.
We don't smoke
Conscious,
too much.
The conscious.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, the conscious, yeah.
Because your brain is still a part of the body.
Correct.
Yeah, it just
yeah.
So if
operates the body.
The consciousness is the weirdest thing ever, isn't it?
Intel.
No.
No.
We've done enough shrooms to know that it's not.
You say what?
He said the consciousnness is weird, isn't it? I'm like, no.
I said it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Because the consciousness, most people will never get to understand what it is.
Well, I just want to know how it was created, how it is created. I want to know what creates the consciousness.
Well,
You
No,
gotta
that's how
find
you-
out when you die.
You
That's
won't
right.
know that till you die.
That's right.
Life.
It's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Life. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm looking for that mass release of DMT. You know, when you die, you release your brain, your pineal gland, your
Pineal.
your
You said perennial.
I know.
Perennial gland.
Your third eye, however, you know that releases DMT when you die.
Didn't know that.
Dimethyltryptamine or whatever.
Dimethyltryptamine.
Yeah, it releases a mass amount of that. So it's like a euphoric feeling, basically, when you're dying, you start seeing crazy shit, is, you know, what they say. But
your pineal gland
Yeah.
is
He's about to say the same thing to
the
me.
doorway.
yeah,
So when your spirit is leaving your body, because your spirit is in your core, when your spirit is leaving your body, it's exiting through your pineal gland. So that's why you get that sensation of a large hit or a DMT, which is probably the chemical, because the body has to do something.
yeah.
That's why you get that
I think that's the
release.
chemical,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what we
But that's what's leaving. So you're going to experience something that you would never experience in your flesh unless you was blessed in order to.
Well,
you would
you
never
can't
get
take a
that.
DMT trip.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's all about that.
I really want to try. Well,
Man, we should take a
I don't
trip.
want to try a DMT trip.
Have you heard of ayahuasca?
That's what I want.
We should go down. This should be a show thing. Whenever we all
That's
got
what I
money
want.
and we're in a good place,
Are you ready for that though?
I hope in a couple.
You
this is a couple years
You
down the
gone for
line.
3 hours, but you gone for 100+ years.
No, I heard it wasn't even like. I heard you do multiple. Like you go with a shaman. You go to Brazil and you go with a shaman.
Yeah.
And the shaman takes you. You go sit in a fucking tent. You sit around with all the people. That's why we got to do it together, because it'll just bring us. This show will be ascended to another plane.
But you lay down. 'Cause
you
he give
drink
the
it,
drink,
right? You
and
drink
then
it.
he lay you down and he does whatever he
That's
does.
the tea. Like they make out
Yeah,
the
they make a
leaves.
tea. It's a vine.
But
Yeah, it
it's
comes
the
out of-
DMT though, isn't it? Same
this
thing.
is ayahuasca. It's similar but different.
Yeah. But it's weird that you drink it.
Yeah, you drink it, and then he lay you down. You be asleep for, from what I hear, an hour to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But your experience is hundreds of years.
That's what they say.
That's the part that
Scares
That's
you?
scary.
scares me, because you don't know what you're going to experience. But the thing is, everyone experiences similar events.
If
So-
that's the case, what if we just in one of those right now? Like, what if we sleep for 3 hours in another plane and we're in this fucking...
I mean,
We smoke
with,
too
with,
much.
with my belief system,
That
you
could be
know you're here, you're created, you're a spirit, you're a consciousness, just to use words that
Yeah.
everybody understand. And when you come here, you come here. But when you get here, you lose everything that you knew. Then you have to regain it, and you have to find it again. Then you leave here because you have a job to do while you're here. You have a purpose, a plan. It's always a plan for you being here. So you come here out of a spirit, because the word says he knew you before you was weaving inside of your mama's stomach. So he knew you before you even started to be created in the stomach. What that mean? That mean that you're a spirit. He's already aware of who your spirit is. When you get here, you get some amnesia. I believe children under the age of 1 be knowing all types of shit. They
But just
they
can't
say
I
fucking
think that's
say
the
it.
biggest joke that the Lord has ever put on us, is that I'm gonna let you know all this information
You
for a
forget
small
it in
period
that
of
first
time,
year.
but you can't talk to them, and you're gonna forget it about time you start to formulate words. I think that's the biggest. Because you look at a kid will tell you, like, man, something not right, something is right.
And it's very weird too that like when you're born, your brain isn't. You don't have that part in your brain that creates short-term memory or that creates long-term memory. It has to develop. Like, isn't that weird? Like, it just you come out, you're like a half-baked pie. You're not even done yet. Like, isn't that
Yeah,
wild?
You gotta
Like,
grow. That's part of growth.
it's weird. I feel your body will always grow. I feel, but your mind, I feel like your brain should just be done.
Your head grows. The space for the brain gets bigger. Why wouldn't the brain grow too?
So weird that
They-
sex creates brains. I
brain
created a
is-
dick with
the
my
brain
dick.
is already there, man. You create millions of those.
It's
The,
weird.
the sex is what allows for it to get to its nourishment in order to grow.
Grow, yeah.
Has anyone ever felt bad for jerking off?
No.
Ever?
No.
One time I was like, damn, bro, I just wasted like 100 lives.
One of you could have made it, maybe 2.
Yeah. Damn, that was my next LeBron. No. I thought about that before. I was like, damn. But then I was just like, that felt too good. I don't care.
You just dropped a few million
It's just, we
with
talking
no
about
chance.
politics. Trump got acquitted. That's a Cheeto.
He had to point it out.
Puffy Cheeto.
That's a Cheeto. That's funny.
Yeah, Trump got acquitted.
Of his criminal charges.
Yeah.
That right there should just sound alarming to you.
I knew it. Everybody knew it.
It was natural.
Oh, I knew he was gonna get.
Like, everybody knew that was coming. Like, he was not about to go to jail. He's not about to get
It's
fuck is
bigger
that,
than that.
impeached?
You know, it goes deeper than that.
And he's going to have a second term.
It goes.
Hey, he's
different.
coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you want to know why? Too?
I don't know, the Bernie Steam picking up, man.
Bro, those memes. You've seen those. I am once again asking for your donations. Was like the commercial that he put out. Man, there's so many fucking memes. There's one of him holding a blunt, and he's like, I am once again asking for your lighter.
Bernie.
They're good. They're good. They're good memes. But yeah, that's the thing. Like Bernie, I feel like he always rolls fucking steam. You hear about him leading up to the election. Everyone's, oh shit, Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. And then he just crashes and burns when somebody when somebody like last year Hillary just literally overtook him. And there wasn't. But who's that next Democrat? You know what I mean?
Nobody. There's
Is it
nobody.
Bernie?
this
It
time.
doesn't exist.
Biden?
He's not a Democrat.
Is Biden like not popular? I thought he was popular.
No, nobody
No.
cares about
And
Biden.
he lost even more credibility after the.
He too
the-
fucking
the
old.
impeachment.
Did
man.
Bernie say that he would legalize
Bernie
marijuana
always-
on day one?
He been said that.
Dude, what a dog.
I fuck with
I'm not
Bernie.
gonna say that he's like the right answer because who knows
Man.
what he's gonna do. But I will
want
reap
him
the
just because,
benefits.
yeah, like,
I
if
will
you
reap the
legalize
benefits of
weed,
the
I'm all for
legalization.
you.
Yes, all of them tap our phones, harassing us. I'm sorry, man.
They
He
might.
just came out of nowhere, man.
They
I like Bernie. I voted for Bernie on the first election because no, I'm
Primaries.
sorry. I was going to vote
Oh.
for Bernie on the first election, but he didn't end up in the top. And I was like, I don't even remember who I voted for, man. I think I just push the pen. I don't like who named. I
You
don't
just
know.
did it just to
And
do it?
I was there and I had to do it. I don't remember who I voted for. I know I didn't vote for Hillary.
You could have wrote somebody in like yourself.
That's true. But that's just.
But that's
dumb.
it's kind of
the
it's what's the
point?
point of going? What's the point? Yeah. Well, you get enough people to put your name in there, you might get on TV. No.
No.
That's true. He got 105 votes. We didn't
Motherfuckers
even know
was
who
voting
he
for
was.
Harambe and shit,
I
man. Like,
know.
that shit, like, bruh.
Dicks out for Harambe.
This shit is not a joke.
No,
Just
I
imagine all the youth put Kanye West's name in there during that
Man.
election. And they're like, what the president is?
Man, that'd be the biggest story ever. Then Kanye just wake up president.
he'd release an
He didn't
album.
even know.
He'd release an album the next day called like "I Am President" or some bullshit.
If he would have ran for 2020, I'd have did it though. I'd have voted for him just because.
What else? What could he do?
I ain't voting for Kanye.
Man, I would have voted just to see it happen.
I wanted The Rock. I
I am
wanted
not
Dwayne
gonna
Johnson.
Rock.
I wanted him to actually run. He said he was going to run for president in 2020. You haven't heard
There's
of
no
him.
athlete I would vote for president.
Dude,
I'm
Dwayne
sorry.
The Rock Johnson.
No.
That's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Man.
Dude,
he's more
he's-
than an athlete.
I'm not voting for fucking, what's that nigga's name? Hobbs. I'm
Come
voting
on,
for
man.
fucking Hobbs.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, dude, that's the thing. He's way more than an actor.
I know,
And
but-
he's just a good guy, and you know he would do right.
You can't have a big ass, swole ass president,
Yes,
man.
you
It's
can.
just weird,
That would
man.
be so fucking sweet, dude.
You can't talk shit about the president
Let's
when
get
it's the
rid of all
Rock.
the old, like 60-year-old dudes that
Yeah,
are
the
back.
president shouldn't be old.
That's what I hate about the presidents is like, not saying that all old people are like this, but a lot of old people are set in their ways. They want to run things like how they were raised. Those
Yeah.
aren't the times.
Yeah.
Like, get a fucking 28-year-old in there.
You
or
can't be
something.
president at 28.
I know it's 35, but like, imagine if you lowered it to 28. Imagine like some of the
Man,
brilliant
United-
minds that would come
I'm
out.
sorry. If a 28-year-old president is elected, this nigga's an evil genius. He is not. It's about to be all
Yeah.
types
Oh,
of
like
crazy,
you,
man.
28-year-old president like Mark Zuckerberg. You don't want a 28-year-old president,
No, I
bro.
want it. But like, what imagine like Elon Tusk? Elon Musk.
Elon Musk old as shit. What are you talking about? He ain't 28.
He ain't 35. Maybe he is.
How old is Elon
I
Musk?
have no clue.
Oh, nigga. Oh, Elon Musk gotta be at least 40. He look 40.
You guys are
But he also
you could
white.
just, we're on the podcast. How old is Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is 48 years old.
Yeah, he
Damn.
old. Yeah, like, he ain't young. Like, old as shit.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know how old Donald is?
Trump, like 70 something.
73.
Old as fuck.
Mark Zuckerberg's actually, funny you say that, he just turned the eligible age to run for president. So maybe we'll see the Lizard King in there sometime.
Yeah,
That video where he was like sipping the water.
What?
You didn't see that video where they were
No.
like, the whole Facebook thing, how they were selling their information, our information to other people or to ad people or whatever. The video, they were asking like, did you do this? And he would just take a sip of water. No. And
Saying that.
dude, you seen that, right? Yeah,
I'm
dude.
saying,
He's a
I probably
lizard,
didn't pay
bro.
attention to the
He's
water
a
thing,
lizard.
man. That's funny.
He's a weirdo.
Well, speaking of Elon Musk, what if you could like, you was driving, like you ever like been driving, you on the freeway and like everybody just merges perfectly, how you would have wanted them to.
Yeah.
You just want to give everybody a thumbs up, like a nice warm hug,
That
like
would-
hey, thanks
See,
for merging well.
I think that would actually make road
Driving-
rage lessen.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like that you just found the one solution.
That shit would be fun too. It make driving more fun. It's interactive.
So how
now.
would you work it?
Road
How would
rage
you
is
work
a
it?
personality trait.
Dude, I feel like everybody gets salty when they drive. Like,
I used to, man.
It depends.
you gotta
It's
not
rare
care.
for me.
You gotta not care.
It depends on my mood. Like if I ain't smoked,
But
and
wait.
motherfuckers is driving on some bullshit, I'm gonna be pissed.
But wait, how would you work the system? Would you integrate it in the touchpad?
It's like it's like a heads up display, like built into the windshield.
Okay.
It's like some futuristic shit, bro. Like,
but
not
where
like
are you
tomorrow.
projecting the emoji?
You don't project it. Like you just like, all right, you just point at the car, point at the car, point at the car, and they all get it. Like it's pops up on there. It might pop up on their screen or in their windshield. Like boom, this driver sent you a thumb. Like
Okay, now let's not the whole windshield, but say like up
No,
in the
like, it
corner.
just pop
You know
up,
where they
like-
stick that sticker when you go to like get your
The
oil
oil
change or
change.
something like that?
it'd be a little lower. Maybe
Put it
like,
a little bit lower,
yeah.
but make it like Google Glass almost.
Yeah.
Just a little section in your windshield. Gonna be expensive as fuck to replace if you ever crack that bitch. But you put it right there in the little corner, and then
pops up, thumbs
you
up.
see a little thumbs up.
Yeah.
Red Buick.
Just imagine a thick chick walking down the street. She get an eggplant emoji.
That's exactly it, bro.
No, so you can't know.
No, we gotta allow all
no
emojis.
eggplants.
Nope, you gotta get the middle finger.
It's gotta be thumbs up, thumbs down.
No thumbs down.
No
Yo,
thumbs
it-
down.
That'll
That's
create
gonna make
road
them
rage.
angry.
You can't
Yeah.
do that. It's only positive.
They
only
don't see the
positive.
thumbs
And the
down.
eggplant is
They
telling
don't-
somebody they're beautiful.
They don't see the thumbs down. They score just go down. They don't know who it came from. It's just
there's
anonymous.
a score.
So
You
what's
gotta
the-
explain the
What's
score.
the
score?
incentive of a high score?
You get like oil change coupons, shit like that. gas
Gas
perks.
points, oil, free gas station pops and shit like that.
Yeah.
Open up little shops around the place that just gives out rewards, little snacks. You come in, you got like 25 reward points, you can grab a bag of chips.
No, you just do it in conjunction with like certain gas stations or store.
Or you
like
could do that, yeah.
Any
yeah.
speedway is
You
participating.
need to patent this before you post this because it's a good idea.
This is like 30 years from now, shit.
I know.
No, not really, because all you have to do instead of integrating it on the windshield is integrate it inside of the actual.
If you did it like in the touchpad,
in the touchpad,
you could
like,
do that
yeah,
this
but-
year, bro. Like, and you could just when that becomes a thing, then
That
you
would
can
be
just
too much of a
upgrade.
distraction for now. Like it would literally have to be some shit where you could like point. Like you couldn't just be like, okay, let me look at the screen now while we just merge perfectly. Oh, it's an accident. Like that shit, no, bro. You
You
can't.
have to be able to hit a. Your car has to have cameras on it.
A Tesla. That's what made me think about it, because Teslas have all this shit except the heads-up display.
They do have that camera where it looks like you're looking at the car from above.
It has a
It
camera
blows
at
my
every
mind how that
angle.
works. Isn't that crazy?
It has a camera at every angle.
Yeah, I know. And you ever seen the top-down view?
No.
Oh, yo, it's raw, dude. So basically, they take.
It's a 360 camera.
I don't know. All of the cameras together on the car reflect off of each other when you go to view it, and it's above. It's above the fucking car.
That's dope.
It blows my fucking mind. I mean, I don't think you see the actual car. It's got the angles and then lines, and then it shows the vehicle what it would look like. But then it's got the live points.
Oh, dope.
Hold on, I gotta show you this shit.
That's dope.
This might be the first video we gotta show on here because look at this shit. Hold on.
The air horn.
We got to keep the clips of like our favorite ones of like you like one of your. I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna listen to the podcast.
I don't have no fucking.
and I'm gonna find something that you just say that's weird, or when you just go nah or some bullshit like that.
What are you talking about?
You've done it on the earlier episodes. I remember. I remembered one time it was just some dead air and he didn't know what the fuck to say, so he was just like nah.
No. Oh.
What?
Forbes dropped a list of like the highest paid podcasters. Oh. What was that Tesla shit?
What Tesla shit?
It's just you talking about the car?
Oh, I showed Leo.
Oh, it was pretty
Fuck
dope.
you. Fuck both of y'all.
It was pretty dope.
Thanks.
It
We're
was
still
dope.
trying to figure out the science.
I don't know how the
fuck.
fuck that works.
I get the 4 angles. I
gotta
don't
do
get how that
shrooms.
shit is coming from the sky.
It's like the fucking.
That's the part.
It's
that's,
like
that's
the
throwing me
fucking
off.
Mercy video.
It's-
We do shrooms and figure it out.
Oh my god.
True. Very, very true.
Yo,
What?
guess how much money Joe Rogan makes a year off his podcast?
I'll
Just
guess.
off his podcast.
I'll guess, and I bet it's like 3 mil. Or is that too high? Too low?
Way too low.
Too low?
Way
He
too
makes-
low.
27.6.
Way closer.
What?
That's way closer.
He makes that off of his podcast alone. I don't believe it.
It's possible. Sponsorship.
Y'all telling me we can make up to 27
Views.
This nigga makes $30 million last year
You guys are telling me that we
off
can
a
make 20.
podcast.
You guys are telling me that we could talk.
Man, a little dude 3 years ago was on, and he's still doing it, playing with toys. He made 3 mil.
Oh, that kid
He's
on
like,
YouTube.
he's like
yeah.
what, 6?
Yeah, reviewing
Playing
toys.
with toys, bro.
No, reviewing toys.
What the fuck ever.
It's the same thing, yeah.
I've watched these videos. I've never heard him say, well, the plastic's too flimsy. This door opens and shuts a little too
No, you
easy.
just talk about the fun aspect of it. He's a kid.
He's all he's doing is my son watches it. So I'm like,
He's a kid doing toy reviews for kids. It's fucking genius. Because nobody ever thought of that.
that shit is killing society. I'm proud of him for what he did, and I respect his hustle.
I mean, I've never seen this.
But
So I don't
when
know
you
what
sit there and you watch your kid sit for 30 minutes watching another kid play with toys,
I would be salty if that was
makes-
that kid.
The kid my son's not salty because this nigga's intelligent. Like he got 2 parents. He got
So what are you saying? He watches the
2 sets,
videos?
3 sets of grandparents.
He watches,
He watches the videos. He let us know. He literally picks the toys that he wants from these videos. This guy, unless I found something that I've seen, I was like, he's gonna enjoy this.
He uses it like
toy
a
comes
catalog.
from- He uses it like a catalog.
Yeah.
So he'll watch it. He'll
Just
watch
like
it
we
over and
do.
over. He'll bring it up to me, and be like, Daddy,
if you was
look at
about to buy a drone, you would go on YouTube and watch reviews about the drones you're interested in. until you found one that you wanted. Like, found the one that you wanted.
Okay, I guess you can look at it that way because kids specs. Kids ain't gonna understand the specs and the
No,
dimensions.
no.
And all the toys is electronic. Like, it's just literally looking at it like, would I have fun with that? That's how he's looking at it.
Yeah.
He's a kid. He's looking at it like, all right, what does it do? Because, like, back in the day, if you ain't know nobody who had the shit, you ain't really know what it did from the commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Number one, the commercials lied to us growing up, man.
Yeah.
Because you ever bought a toy, like, this don't look the same. Nah, dude, because they had, like, mountains and shit around
No,
it.
it looked the same, but in the commercial, that
Well,
bitch was
no.
stop motion moving by
No,
itself.
but you got to think of the scenery. Have you ever seen a commercial where the kids pulled the toy out the box and set it up in their house?
Not
They
really.
always had a hell of a scenery behind it.
Yeah.
And there's always like 8 kids. Like no kid's gonna have
it's
7 kids with him when he's playing with his toy. You know,
Yeah.
maybe at Leo's house, because you got like
Yeah.
7 yourself. But
Yeah.
so like, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like kids. Do you ever go back and watch like old '90s commercials? Oh
yeah.
my god, dude! There's
Crossfire. You get caught up in
But that's another
They
fucking.
made that game look raw as fuck.
That's another point. Like, imagine that commercial.
I
You're
watched
like,
somebody. I wanted that
"Crossfire,
game.
Oh
I watched somebody play that game and it was not that fun.
yeah. No, that's the thing. They make you think it's fucking great. Like I remember
That
my
song
dad.
was fire though. That theme song. And Mousetrap. Mousetrap was stupid.
I fucked with my.
It was a shitty game. It was fun to watch the little domino effect, but as a game, it was shit.
I never played it.
I played it one time.
It's fun.
And I was
Never
mad.
played
Like, it's
You ever
stupid.
actually set up dominoes throughout the house and then
Yes.
knock them over? That's a good fucking time.
I had glow in the dark like
I feel like
dominoes.
every kid should do that because I feel like that's just like teaches you physics. No,
I used to set up my like Hot Wheels, like the car fucking do like a little crazy
knock
shit
it over.
and then knock the first
you
one
guys got
over.
the. We talked about this, didn't we? The orange Hot Wheels track.
I think we just talked
yeah.
about that at work.
Yeah, you could put that shit together and like build your own.
I have a lot of them at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
had
didn't.
so
That's the
many of
thing.
them
I
tracks
didn't
as
know
a
it was
kid.
still a thing today.
Yeah.
Like I remember back as a kid, I used to build that shit all throughout the kitchen,
Yeah.
living room, and I was like, man, that was a good thing. They should bring that back. And then
It's still here. It never
yeah,
left.
it
Cars
never
ain't
left.
going
It never
nowhere.
left, yeah.
Cars is like that's the male child toy. Is
It
a
is.
car or
It
a truck
is.
or
Right.
like or action figures. And I hated action figures. I felt like action figures was gay. Which is ironic as fuck, I know.
I'm trying to think what gay action figures actually exist. Not literally gay action figures. But
He-Man.
I mean, like, He-Man toys was. He did have a hell of a hairdo though, and my nigga had on like a bra with some panties. Yeah, you right. He-Man was lightweight.
I wasn't a fan.
The only action figures I had a couple like Ninja Turtles action figures, but I never had that much of an imagination. I got introduced to electronics and technology too early. Once I found video games, I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to be sitting here doing.
I got my first.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got my
Yeah.
first system when I was 5 years old.
I got
the
Yeah, I got
Super
Nintendo when I was 5
Yeah.
for Christmas.
I got it for my birthday.
My dad had them, and I just played his.
Yeah, so I was
there.
into those, but I still liked my toys, man, my action figures.
I like my cars. And I like
Hot Wheels were fun.
I like
felt like-
Legos. I had like the Tinker toys. Like I like the little building type shit. I had always had like
Lincoln
blocks
Logs
and train
and all that
sets.
shit.
Yeah,
No, that's the good toys too.
I had a fucking like little wood shop shit that had like actual fucking power tools. They was
Do
small.
you have a little bake oven too?
No, I didn't have a fucking bake
Hey, my
oven.
little sister did, man. We used
Dude,
to have a
little bake
ball.
ovens were the shit. When my niece got
It's
one,
easy bake
I was
oven,
easy
bro.
bake. What I
You
call
said
it?
little bake oven. Half
But
bake
it's the
oven.
truth, man, because you be tearing that food up.
That's
after
the
you
half
make
bake
it,
oven.
bro.
And then they weren't like gourmet.
Yeah, but
but
they
it
were
was good, bro.
It was
tasted
good enough to
good.
where you was smashing like, oh my, you gotta go get some more packets. Why? We ate all these. They gone.
That's like the one thing I love playing with like my
Yeah, I
kid. Just
never
be like,
used
oh
one
yeah,
of
let's go
those.
fucking make some easy bake shit. Yeah.
It's the truth, man.
You know what I used to hate as a kid? The fucking Etch-a-Sketch.
I love that. Just,
I was trash.
especially once you see
I was very
what
bad
you
at it
can
as
do
well.
with it. I've never mastered it.
I
at
saw
all.
what I could do. But I can't even draw. You think I'm about to draw a straight line with this fucking graphite?
Very
and a
hard,
fucking,
very
like,
hard.
Man,
The
bro.
people that make like portraits out of those, very
Geniuses.
impressive. Very
Yeah, I
impressive.
can't fucking draw.
Man, just imagine you make this amazing ass portraits.
You just gotta learn how to like.
And somebody just kicks your shit.
I understand it a little better
Finish
now.
this shit up.
As a kid, I didn't realize you could like trace the same line back
You
to
could.
get to the beginning point to go a different direction. Like
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know. I
Yeah.
couldn't comprehend that shit as a child. Like
I
I didn't like
comprehend it
that.
till
I
my
didn't like
teens.
Light Bright.
That was the dumbest toy ever. Like, I'm not about to plug this up or put batteries in this. No, it never made sense at all. Transformers was the truth, though.
Transformers, yeah.
Transformers
I never
was the
had
truth.
any. My cousin
All
had
wrestling man were the truth. Even the ones who had like one stuff that's made out of complete rubber. It was just like one stance.
You guys
still
ever have
figured
like?
out how to
I never
use
really
that.
got into wrestling, man. I was into it for like a little bit. Like
I was into it for a while.
I was into it growing up.
Like
The Rock and like Stone Cold is what I remember.
I was into it before you were born. Like the real Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like
Macho Man Randy Savage and shit
Yeah.
like that. I know who they are,
Maybe, like,
but I didn't watch them.
I was
watched
into it
The
for, like,
Rock
maybe,
and
like, 4
Stone
years.
Cold, Undertaker.
But like when that shit went to all that WCW and the fucking NWO,
NWO.
NWO, that was hard. The Four Horsemen.
That shit
It was hard, but at the same time, that wasn't. It was like you had a whiff. You was at an age where you had a whiff. It was fake, but it was still enough to where you was like entertained.
I knew it was fake,
That,
but like
as a kid, that was the whole thing. That was the whole ruse behind it. Was as a kid, it's almost like Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
No one tells you wrestling's fake. You just catch it on TV one day and you're into it, and no one's gonna tell. You're a kid. You're gullible. You don't know. And that's the thing is all throughout your life, you're like, fuck yeah, wrestling. And then you find out that it's fake, and then you're like, all right, it's still fun to watch, but it takes away a little bit.
yeah,
Like
and
Santa.
like it was like
Christmas is still cool, but
I don't even think it was the fact that wrestling was fake or nothing. I knew it was fake, but I think it was like that NWO and all that. What was the Wolf Pack? All that shit. That shit felt like
DX, bro.
Remember when super teams first became a thing in the NBA and everybody hated
That's kinda
it?
how
That's
that
what
was,
it felt
yeah.
like. It was like, this shit is corny.
Who was the
you're
first
about to
super-
lose, and now here come your boys. Like
who was the first super team in the NBA?
the Celtics,
What year?
KG and them.
Really? You think they were the first super team? Really?
Yeah, like they were the first. They wasn't like, the other super teams evolved. The
Like-
super teams were still evolving. So like you went from them to the Heat. With
Like
LeBron and
LeBron
Wade.
and Wade, yeah.
And then you went
was
to
Shaq ever on that team with them or no?
No, Shaq
No.
went on the Heat with
He
them.
was way like
Shaq played for the Cavs before LeBron went to the
That's
Heat.
true. That's true. I remember that for a year. That was funny. Shaq was in Cleveland, but
And then you went from them to the Warriors, which was an organic super team, but still a fucking super team.
the Warriors are, to me, the biggest super team of all time.
But who was the super team after that? Was there a super team after that? Or
I mean,
the Warriors were an even bigger super team because KD went there. That's what it was. Yeah.
I wouldn't consider.
No, they became a super
I wouldn't
team.
consider Stephen Clay a super team because we only lost to Stephen Clay in 2015. I don't count Draymond. I think you see now.
He's not one of like
you
the
see
big three,
now
but they had a
he doesn't
great
do anything
squad.
without-
They had a super team. They went 73. They broke the fucking Bulls record, bro.
but we beat them that year.
Yeah, and it was fucking destiny.
It was
Pure fucking
amazing.
destiny.
It was probably
that
like-
was written in the fucking stars.
It was
Literally,
probably
the universe was like, "Hey,
It was
on
probably-
this date, what was it? June 19th, 2016.
Yep. Amber's birthday.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to come back from being down 3-1, something that's never happened, on a team that had the best
The
record
best
ever
team in the world. If
with
you
the
ask me,
hometown
ever.
hero who came back." Like, nigga, that's written. Somebody wrote that shit. I don't know who wrote it.
Leo, our youngest kids are going to be watching a movie in about 10 years after LeBron retires about that 2016
Yes.
run.
Yeah.
It's a movie, dude. It's like you said, he came
Somebody
back.
wrote that.
Honest, that's the
Cleveland!
only. That's the only.
Somebody wrote that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the only season of basketball I ever followed.
It was a good season,
You've
man.
had
You
to.
followed
It
the
was
right
worth it,
season,
yeah.
bro. You
It
followed
was
the
the
right
only one. I
was
always
so
watched playoffs
salty.
up before when LeBron got on the team. I always watched, and it was disappointing. Like, I was like, man, this is. I stopped. The reason I stopped watching sports was the Indians fucked it up for me because they made it to the World Series twice and lost both times, and I was like, that's bullshit. Number one, why am I watching baseball? But it was something worth watching at the time.
playoff baseball is hard. Regular
Playoff
season, not so
baseball
much.
is actually when you have a team in the playoffs,
Yeah.
which is rare because they only let like fucking 6 teams in the playoffs or some bullshit. Isn't it like only like
I can't tell
You asking
I
black
think it's-
dudes about the rules
I
of
really-
baseball?
Look, I've never been my favorite sport. I think it's maybe 8 teams. It ain't like the NBA. 16 teams ain't getting in. It's only like fucking 6 or 8 maybe. And,
Really?
yeah, and you only play like 3 games, best out of, or maybe it's best, out of 5
Yeah.
for a couple rounds, and then it gets the best out of 7.
I think just only the World Series is 7 now.
I think the conferences too.
Okay.
Like the conference, whatever.
Yeah,
like
I
to
don't
get
know.
to the World Series.
Yeah,
I don't follow it, like I said, but
Ask your dad, man.
My dad would know.
Over some LSD. So
you want to hear the story finally?
yes.
All right, so
Yeah, I need to hear this.
going to my dad's house to watch the Super Bowl. Tradition every year.
Mm-hmm.
We had just started smoking together, watching it maybe like a year and a half ago. Or the last Super Bowl we smoked for sure. The one before that, I don't know. But, you know,
I
this...
probably did. If you says you don't know, you probably was too high.
Exactly. So, you know, we do our thing, hanging out. I get there, you know, chilling. Just us. He goes, so, you trying to take a Super Bowl trip? I'm like, what's that mean? He goes, I got paper mushrooms.
Paper mushrooms.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Throws a little
I gotta
fucking...
meet your pops, man.
He throws this little fucking tiny looking miniature stamp book at me. Because that's what it looks like. And he goes, you trying to take a trip with me? I'll take half one if you want to take the other half. I'm like, I think I gotta be in the right frame of mind to try some shit like that. And I was like, I'm just trying to watch the Super Bowl, man. I was like, I gotta go like drive after this. You don't gotta leave. And we were drinking too. He had fucking made me a mixed drink. And I'm like, yeah, I can't really have any energy drink. Pours Red Bull in it anyway. Whatever. Like, he just don't give a fuck. And then, yeah, man, he just busted shit out. And then he always fucks with me, dude. He always fucks with me. Because one time, before I tell you what he did, he brought a joint to my house. And he goes, this is what I call a Primo J. And I thought Primo was like, perfect.
Cocaine.
Yeah. And I go, what's that? And he goes, you know what that is, right? I mean, it's cocaine. Man, I was like, what the fuck? I handed it back to him. And he's like, you really think I'd do that to you? You really think so? If I want to do some cocaine, I'd do it. And I'm like, oh, all right, Dad, cool. But I don't know if he just put baking powder in there. Just my dad's that type of dude. He'd fuck with me. I bought him a game.
In his leg.
Like he in his sock, in his shoe, he had like a bag with a little razor in there. But I think it was just to fuck with me because he's done shit like on Christmas. My dad's a fucking...
He's a troll.
Dude, yeah, and he's always baked. He's always baked, so he's thinking of the stupidest shit, bro. Like,
that's funny.
He wanted Mario Kart 8, I think, for Christmas. And I had a copy, and I didn't want it anymore. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just rewrap it and give it to him. So put it in the case. It's already open, so there's no silicone, or, cellophane or whatever, plastic on it. So I wrap it up.
Cellophane.
Take it to his house. This motherfucker easily pulled the tape off. Opened it up real fucking nice. Opened the game, opened the case, took out Mario Kart, and put in fucking some other bum-ass game that he got from GameStop for $8. Wrapped it back up real nice, put it right back at the house. Fucking, I come upstairs, we're all getting ready to open up presents and shit. He opens up in front of me, and he's like, oh, sweet, you got me Mario Kart, thanks, man. I'm like, yeah, I know you wanted it. He opens it up, and it's like fucking WWE 2K18. He's like, the fuck is this? And everybody's looking at me like, the fuck, Jake? And I'm like, you're supposed to get a Mario Kart. And I'm like, and dude, in my mind, my mind was blown. I never owned that game. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, I was like, dude, what? And he just, I'm fucking with you. I rewrapped it. Gets a laugh out of everybody at my expense. I'm like, whatever. So
we gotta have more here.
Dude, I can ask him. But he's old school, so I don't know. I don't know if he's like into podcasts. My dad still reads the fucking newspaper.
Does he like to talk?
He still reads the Does he like to talk?
Yeah.
If we smoke, yeah, he'll talk your ear off. But it'll be a sports heavy podcast probably.
That'll be the one that I do not show up.
There you go. Yeah. We'll be all tripping off of LSD or whatever my dad brings. But no, he goes. So anyways, I'm drinking this drink and man, I'm feeling fucked up because we had smoked like 2 joints within the first half. Mm-hmm. And then we had drank. I was drinking. I was feeling pretty. I don't really. I cut back. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I told you. Like I don't really smoke like that often anymore. Okay. I kind of only do it like at night. Over here, I do it a lot, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I kind of cut back. So I was. I don't know if I was just baked and the mixture of the drink, feeling a little crunk. Mm-hmm. But I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck you put in that drink, man. But I was like, I'm feeling it. He goes, oh, I just put one of those little paper tablets in there. And I just looked at him and I was like. Dude, my heart sank into my stomach. You don't understand. I'm like, Dad, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, come on, you really think I'd do that to you? You never know.
Nah, dog, you know if he was tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
He had me worried for a minute. He had me worried for a minute. I was
like, what the fuck am I seeing?
Yeah.
My experience with the paper tabs, man, I was over my boy house. And we wasn't over his house. We was actually out in fucking Orwell or country, some shit.
Orwell.
Orwell.
That sounds far.
We chilling. And he's like, man, I got these. He's like, man, yeah, I was getting rid of them. It's like, but they just ain't hitting. So I took one, and I was like, I don't know what to expect because it's my first time. Never did a psychedelic. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, these ain't doing nothing. He's like, yeah, man, they weak as shit. Nigga got me. He threw the whole little stamp. There's probably about another 5 of them on there. So he's like, man, you can have those, man. Take them all at once. You might catch something. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take them. Sit them under my tongue. They literally sitting there 45 minutes. I'm like, man, this shit ain't working. I spit the shit out. I'm sitting there.
So wait, what did it taste like?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And it just sat on
like
your
paper.
tongue?
It just sat under your tongue.
And it never dissolved, you said?
It like paper dissolves. That's what you get. So.
But you said you spit it out, though?
Yeah, spit it out.
Yeah, I mean, don't
It's a
fully
drop of
dissolve.
paper,
It's
yeah.
just
So, like, you got whatever chemical was on it.
spitballs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm watching. It's a movie Jim Carrey was in. I don't remember it.
Probably
I think
The
it's like
Mask.
21 or something like that.
20,
23.
23.
And he I'm watching this
24.
movie, whatever it is.
Oh, no.
And I'm watching and the
28?
screen shaking, nothing else shaking, just the screen. And I'm like, man, I don't remember these effects being in this movie, but it's pretty dope. My boy sleep on the couch. His boy fell asleep on the other couch. I'm sitting there, I'm watching like somewhere I've never been before, never been here before. Screen shaking. I'm like, okay, this is great. So boom, that go off. I'm thinking I'm watching Showtime or some shit. Norbit come on next.
Hey.
I know
Never seen
Norbit.
it.
I know everything about Norbit. I've watched this movie at least 7 times.
My boy loves Eddie Murphy.
I'm sitting here, I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, Norbit, why is there so much sunlight coming from behind Norbit's head? Then I looked again, and the sunlight was coming out of the TV, and I said,
What the fuck?
I said, that's exactly what I said. I said, what the
I got sunshine.
man? And it was like crazy now, and everything's starting to kick in. So Norbit get on the sliding board, or the girl, I don't remember her name, Rock, whatever her name is. She had a real ghetto name.
Yeah.
It was Eddie Murphy. Come down the slide, in the water slide, and in the movie, she goes off the water slide, hits through the building. This night, she came off the water slide, came through the TV.
Oh, shit.
I was like, what the? Oh, man. I'm like, no, this kicking in.
Dude, that is
And
fucking funny.
I look over, bro. I look over at my boy. Now, my boy dark skin. You know what I'm saying? He looked like purple velvet.
That's cold.
His
That
boy
is
who over
fucking
there,
cold.
he white. He green. I said, dude, I'm tripping. Like, I'm literally looking. I said, man, this nigga look like soft purple velvet. Like, I wanted to
You
rub
wanted
his
to touch him?
face while he was asleep. I'm still in my right mind. Like, I'm not weirded out to where I'm doing weird shit. But I can understand why people would be like, just be rubbing your face or some shit. So I'm like, man, fuck this. I said, I don't like shitting in people's house. So I had to shit. So I take a shit. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I take a shit. In front of me is shelves, and on these shelves is stacks of toilet paper. Like, toilet paper is 4 going across, 4 toilet paper rolls sitting on top of that. I'm looking at the toilet paper rolls, and they just start melting. And then when they melted, though, this will fuck my head. This will mess my head up. When they melted, I seen stacks of face rags behind them, certain color sequence. So after I get done shitting, because it keep melting, then you bring yourself up and then you stare at it again and melt. Keep seeing it. I get up, I go move the tissue. Guess what's behind it? These face rags.
X-ray vision, bro.
Man, bro,
X-ray vision,
fuck my
bro.
mind up. Man, I'm literally like, oh, this is crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going out. Boom. I go sit down. I'm woke the entire night, just tripping.
Yeah.
Then go outside, daybreak. Now, remember, I'm in Orwell. This is a country land for people who don't know. I walk outside, and this is Purple Pills video. Sky purple. The
What?
grass is blue. The cows are green with black spots on them. Crazy, bro. Because this shit was literally out there.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't walk out and it was cows.
Yeah.
I was in farmland. Dude, I said, oh, okay, I understand it.
That's
I
wild.
understand it. So you would have had a hell of an experience.
Probably. I would have been
heck of
watching
an
them play the
experience.
Super Bowl on fucking purple grass. And
Yeah.
each team would be wearing black outfits and fucking... Dude, I would...
Jake in the house trying to
See a
catch the ball.
motherfucker
and
get
shit.
smacked through the TV.
I know. I'm open, Pat. I'm open.
It's an experience, man. So if
Yeah.
totally different than weed, because I ain't recognized the high for a very, very long time. Then when it kicked in, I'm like, oh,
See, how long did it last for?
Was it anything like shroom like that come up? Did you feel the come up how you do on shrooms?
No, it wasn't. Well, microdosing, yeah. It was kind of like, because it was the same exact experience with shrooms. We sitting there and we didn't just drunk this shroom shake.
Oh, it's more like a microdose of shrooms?
Yeah. So your come up is like that, but your come down on acid sucks. Balls.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's horrible.
Because all the cool colors and
It's
shit
like,
just starts going
it
away.
disappears, and it's kind of like your brain is kind of going inwards like this, and it's a headache. It's
Yeah,
like an
that sounds-
uncomfortable feeling on your mind. It's not like where it's painful.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, like having a horror hangover that's in one spot.
Your
of
brain's
your
probably
brain.
cleaning out the chemicals or
It's
whatever.
doing whatever it's
Yeah.
doing. You know, the hole you done burnt in it, something like
It's
that.
The hole you
Purging all
done
that
burnt
shit.
in it, he said.
It's purging all
He
that
said
shit
the hole
you
you done
seen.
burnt in it.
What if your brain was your biggest enemy?
Oh, shit.
Your mind is your biggest enemy.
It is.
on
It
your
is,
body.
though.
Yeah.
It is.
Like, what if your brain, like, any shit that you learned that was actually enlightening, that, like,
Just
was
forgets
good
it.
for you, it, like, scrubs that shit away. Like, what if that was the come down you feel? Like,
Because I still know
Scrubbing it away. Yeah, he still
because
knows
it
though.
was a difference from
So your
a
theory is
mushroom.
flawed.
It was a difference from ego death. Ego death, I remember the visuals and I remember the wisdom that I gained out of it.
yeah.
With this, it was more visuals, less wisdom.
Okay.
Or I probably didn't pick up on the wisdom because I was so threw off. But when I did the ego death, I already knew, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit can change completely.
That shit
So if
just,
shit just start going crazy, I already
Yeah.
know this can happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? Ego death is totally different.
that shit just
But-
pull you to where it wants you to, or where you need to go. Like, with that shit, like, here. Like, boom.
They should make shrooms legal, man. I think everyone should experience ego death.
Santa Cruz.
Speaking of Santa Cruz,
Santa Cruz just legalized all natural psychedelics. Like, shrooms.
anything that pretty much grows.
peyote,
Yeah.
any of that shit. Like,
Something that you don't make, but yeah.
Season 2, episode 6, Santa Cruz. We go out there, man. Visit Quave in California. Go off to Santa Cruz.
We can
gotta
stay
get
at
us
his
plane
house?
tickets.
you said episode 6. That's 5 weeks, bro.
That's enough time to save up before. Well, I don't know. Should we be traveling at the time?
At what time?
What you mean?
We should wait until. If it's still cold here, we should definitely go. Because then it'll be like beautiful. We'll be feeling so.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
We'll be feeling extra high
it
just
won't be
because the
warm here.
sunlight will be on us. You forget what the sunlight fucking feels like? I do. I forget what it feels like to
It ain't
step
been sunny in
outside.
a minute. Like, about a week.
What'd you say?
It ain't been sunny in like a good week.
Dude, I haven't seen the sun in, like he said, I don't remember the
You don't
last time
take
I seen the sun.
smoke breaks.
Yeah, so I guess I don't go outside.
Like,
but
if it's sunny during the day, I see the sun. I like go stand in the sun. But like,
Yeah, I
that's the
would.
thing, man. When you feel the sun rays on you in the summertime, fuck, man.
Summertime's the wrong time. I rather spring because summertime be hot as fuck.
Summertime is hot as fuck.
yeah, I love that shit.
I hate heat, man. I prefer the winter over the summer.
I don't want it to be too hot to where I can't breathe, but like, I like being warm. I, don't
I
like,
hate sweat.
I hate-
anything. It's more uncomfortable for me to have cold skin than have hot skin.
Let me tell you this though, I hate sweat too, but I sweat consistently. Like I think I got hyperhidrosis or some shit. My feet are always sweating. My hands are clammy. You know, I don't get it. And it
Just
it-
white, man.
I'm cold. They're sweaty. I'm hot. They're sweaty.
Man, I was watching
What's
some
the
shit.
deal?
This is the whitest shit I think I've seen, bro. I was watching a show on Netflix called Ragnarok. Good show. Check it out if you ain't watched it yet. And they outside, and they in a Dutch somewhere. I forget exactly where. I think the name of the city was Ragnarok in the show, but or something close. But they no, it was named Ida in the show, and they're like, yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. These motherfuckers out there in button up shirts, niggas in t-shirts like you do with a sweater. It's like, yeah, it's 40 degrees. I said, that's white people. I said, they said 40 degrees.
fuck that.
Man, they literally out there, no jackets on. Like, it was a summer day. The sun was out.
Some like basketball
It was
shorts on.
just cold. No, they all had pants on, but they, like, literally, like, you would think it was a nice spring, 74 degrees day. They said it's 40 degrees. I said, what?
Fuck
That is some
I
white
said, that's
people
some
shit.
European white people shit right there, because I don't even think y'all can do that here in the States.
I used to wear shorts when I was younger, like throughout the season, like not just in the house. Like I would go outside in some basketball shorts,
Yeah, we don't understand that.
Yeah, fuck that.
and I don't know why. I just did. But my next door neighbor to the left of me, this motherfucker, it can be middle of January. He'll come home at night because he works third shift, and I only know this because he always fucking slams his car door and it wakes my dogs up, and they're all, you know, fucking dogs are. So, but I always peek out the window just to see what the fuck it is, This motherfucker's coming in, t-shirt and shorts, bro. Like, I feel like he, at work, wherever he works,
Yeah, he come from the gym.
he changes.
He probably
and
come
it-
from the gym.
Well, no, like, say he works in, like, a cooler or, like, a furnace or something like that. He probably has an outfit he has to wear. And then when he goes into the locker room, he changes into his... I think he just changes straight into his sleeping clothes. Like, he's like, fuck it. I ain't gonna change twice. Like, you know what I mean?
I see people like...
And he comes, dude, it'd be
If I go to
blizzard
like...
outside. He'd be in basketball shorts.
I go to the UPS store out here. It's a Planet Fitness right there. And I always see people walking out with like shorts and t-shirts like in the winter.
Man, that shit get you sick, man.
Yes. It took me a long time to fucking
But I
realize
see
that.
people doing it all the time.
Man, that shit get you sick. That's why all this fucking flu. I'm sorry, man. I'm doing so much cursing. That's why all this flu's around
No
here
HR
nowadays.
podcast.
No, I said I'm trying to stop cursing this year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
By November 2020, I'm gonna be
You're
speaking.
giving yourself a lot of time, brother.
I need it.
You really gonna
I
try
need it.
quitting cursing?
Yeah, it ain't nothing. What does it do?
You're evolving to that
What-
pastor
what's,
status.
What's the benefit of it?
What's the cons?
I'm cursing myself and I'm cursing the people that I'm speaking with. You got to understand the power of the words. Once you understand what the words mean and the power of the words.
Is ass a curse word?
Ass? No, ass is not technically a
About
curse word.
shit.
Shit is
Shit's
a curse word.
shit's just one of the words of curse. You never seen that episode of South Park, dude? You never seen that episode of South Park? Where they say the word shit like 100 times or something, and it's literally a curse word, so this dragon comes up out of the fucking ground or some bullshit. But yeah, these knights come out of nowhere, and you said the word of curse. And like, you know what me crab is?
No.
That's another curse word.
Yeah.
Me crab. But anyways, yeah. What are like the 7 words, sailors or whatever the 7?
What?
Aren't there like 7 bad words sailors say or something?
I don't know.
That's some white people shit.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Yeah, buddy, but I'm gonna end. I'm gonna stop it. That'd be the day. I
Yeah.
had it at one point, then I came back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's just so
Good for you.
convenient.
I feel like it's just a part of my vernacular now,
Yeah, it is. That's the thing.
That's,
like
the,
it's just,
that's
it's
what makes
just,
it hard.
and that's
Yeah.
what's really hard
I've
about
been
quitting
cussing
it.
since
yeah.
I was like 7, like on a regular basis.
See, I grew up, learned my mom, and I grew up like a Christian household or Catholic. I don't honestly remember. I'm too big trying to know the difference or which one they are. But I went to so maybe they were Catholic. But you can probably beep that part out, by the way, please.
What school you
The
went
school,
to?
yeah, I don't want to.
All right.
Yeah. That's too much info. I grew up like that, so if I said like shit or fuck or something like that, my mom would get like,
She smack your hand with a ruler.
no, my mom's never like that, but she would be like Jacob Reed, don't say that. That's what you call me. She'd be like
Jake
Jacob
Reed.
Reed. No, not Jake Reed, but
Yo, Jake
like Jacob Reed. Oh,
think you
bleep,
cool,
bleep
Jake
that out
Reed?
too. I just said my full name.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. But like, yeah, that's how I grew up. So I didn't really say curse words till like high school. Until I got into high school, and then, man, I went. When I went to high school, they're saying every fucking things I ain't never fucking heard before.
Apparently, I called one of my
I heard
mom's
the end, like,
nigga.
yeah, I've heard that more times in my life. In my freshman first semester than I heard in any movie, TV, song ever, bro. It's just everywhere. I'm like,
Apparently, I called one of my mom's friends a bitch when I was like 5 or
that you can't call
4
a
or
woman
5.
a bitch, man, when
I
you're
was
a
like
kid.
4 or 5.
Who the fuck taught you that word?
I probably got it from my mom.
Damn, well, she can't be mad at you. She really can't. Like,
It's
that's-
like, you're not even in school at 4 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't get it from school.
well, hey, your dad?
True.
No, my dad don't cuss like that at all, really.
Your dad seems like a very down-to-earth man.
He's really like mild-mannered and yeah,
I want to meet your dad.
he's boring.
It's okay.
I think that's just the father son. I think your dad probably be cool.
I mean, he's cool, but he's
I bet
boring.
he is, yeah.
He like
My
kind of
dad's
like
out
on the
there.
like not lame, but
Let
like
your dad-
square.
Let your dad hang out with my dad for a while.
My
Yeah,
dad,
right.
My dad was a biker. Been a biker for a majority of his life. Went to war.
Now
came
it all
back.
makes sense.
Hold up, he
A
was a
Like
biker.
a motorcycle
Yeah.
rider.
That's what I
My
know.
father was a biker. He was a Zulu. He was actually the president of the Zulus for several years.
Now it all makes sense. That's why you look 45. That's why you live in Kent.
You want to hear something fucked up, dude? I can. You throw a
Yes!
fucking vest on you right now and throw you on a fucking Harley.
Yes.
You got like the look for it for some
Yeah.
reason. But Leo's got like almost like a chameleon look. You know, he could be almost anything
He
you
could
want
be
to
a trucker or
Like,
a biker.
No, not trucker.
Yes, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming a trucker.
Man, you're not gonna miss your family.
I like the road enough, and I ain't planning on doing like long hauls. I'm planning on doing like short
Local
trips.
shit,
Regional,
kinda.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
CDL. I'll pass you through.
It's easy, man. So it's like
Yeah,
I
I
ain't gonna
heard.
say it's easy work, but
I
I
mean,
just like driving. So it's like if I like driving, why wouldn't I make money driving? I can listen to my music. I can have my whole mental state for hours. Stop, do what I have to do. Boom, get back in. It just makes the most sense. But at the same time, I like technology too much in order to escape.
the hardest part.
in an enclosed realm. I won't be able to get to.
You got to take the technology with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
But like, you got to think. I
Take
feel like
the
the hardest
machine,
part of that shit
laptop.
is just maneuvering it.
No, because I still plan on being home every night or every couple of nights.
Oh, okay,
Every
yeah.
other night.
Yeah.
So I still have time in order to do it if I'm able to find that primary position, if I go that route in life. But I can see myself being a trucker. I went once. It was just too hot in Memphis. And I was like, I'm cool. I ain't staying down here. And I left it. Real life.
So it was too hot.
Man, it was like 103 degrees, bro.
That ain't hot, man.
Nigga,
That's hot.
You're from Memphis.
That's hot.
Nigga, that's hot.
You're from Memphis.
I'm down. Then my name. Bleep that. So my name itself, they automatically assumed I was white. I got to this trucking school.
That's fair.
You had black people, you had white people.
I
We in the
remember black
South. This
people.
is my first time in the South. Ever in life. Ever. We in the South. So I seen them segregate the rooms. I seen them put all the black dudes in one hotel portion and put all the white dudes in one hotel
By
portion.
name, no.
By name.
So you was with all the white dudes?
And I was with all the white dudes. I was like, fuck this. I said, I
Shut
quit.
up, bro.
I'm out of here. This shit ain't even comfortable. Like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm from Cleveland. We don't got a lot of white people in Cleveland.
Leo wanted to be segregated. He's like, what the fuck?
I mean, don't be the only one, though.
Like,
That's-
imagine,
that's
like, you
awkward,
walking
yeah.
past these rooms and you like, click black niggas, click a black niggas. Damn, it's like, and it's like 5 people to a room. Damn, it's 5 white boys. This your room number? Oh, fuck no, one night. Nigga, this one night, nigga. I woke up, was like, yeah, I see y'all later. One is too hot. I'm in the South, and y'all got me all these white boys. This shit is just too uncomfortable.
That's
I'll see y'all
cool,
later.
bro.
I'll see y'all later. I'm out of here.
In the South?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you gonna leave? I'm like, yeah, I'll pay for my ride back. Don't worry about it. All y'all gotta do is just take the portal, let it take me to the station. I'll hop on the bus. I'll be on my way back.
That's cool.
And it was crazy. I blew an amazing experience, man, because my manager at the time, because I was still doing music, was linked in with MJG and A-Ball.
Oh,
So
he was
we
down
already
there in
had the
Memphis.
entire studio connection set up. Like, it was already written in stone that when I get down there, when I'm out of classes, I go directly to their studio and start working. I said, fuck that shit. Like, it was just way too uncomfortable. I was like, fuck that. I'm like, man, no, one is too hot. I don't want to go nowhere.
Too hot, and I got them white dudes.
And then I got to take this piss test, and I'm goofy.
Ah.
And I know I smoked weed like 3 days ago. This fake shit might not work. Is it worth all of this? No, fuck the stress. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see y'all later.
Good move.
So,
Yeah.
So back to where this all started. What was the second highest earning podcast?
The second highest.
That was far back, dude. We branched off of that hard because we literally went from, damn, we can make money doing this. Yeah, you can make the money doing this. Well, hey, drugs.
The second highest podcast is a true crime podcast hosted by Georgia Harts,
The white chick.
and Karen Kilgariff,
What do they make?
and they make $15 million a year.
So what's like the last one on the list? What do they make? Because I'm okay with being last on the
Bill
list too.
Simmons is $7 million, number 5.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Top
they only
5.
do top 5.
you are ambitious in a lot of areas. Keep that in this. Fuck the last. Want to be beyond.
Let's go.
Yeah,
You could be the first.
We could be the first $100 million podcast.
yeah, yeah.
Influencers, creators.
Influencers.
creators.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. You hear me?
Yeah, that's why we put these
Don't
up.
do drugs.
Is to literally remind people that drugs are bad and we don't
Drugs are bad.
we
Come
don't-
back at 420.
and we don't do them. Yeah.
What is that?
I thought that was just because of like a wiener.
What is that? Whose eyes? What is?
That's Leo, bro.
Oh, it's Leo.
With the comma.
Who is that?
Hat, no hat.
No, right here.
That's you.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's you.
Why is like the Cynthia doll from Rugrats? Some bullshit.
Look, you see the upset face?
I
I'm
know.
always
He's
upset.
already salty like Rob is.
That's Jake.
That's me.
Why
Clearly.
you look like a Mexican?
With
Hey,
dreads
you do
under,
kind of look like Mexican.
with dreads under his beanie.
With the hat on, you look Mexican. If you had a tan, like if I like color corrected it,
You got a button-up shirt?
just do the top button. Yo, Danny Trejo is like 5'4". I just found it out.
How old is he?
It hurt my soul.
How old is he?
I thought that nigga was like 6'3".
Dude, that guy is...
He's shorter than me.
He's like or
I'm not
like
scared of you anymore. Like, I thought he was a real life fucking
Those some
thug.
amazing camera angles, man.
Man,
That's the thing, like when they found out Morris Chestnut was short.
how short is he?
I don't remember, but it's
He ain't
in the
5'4".
fives. Oh, it's in the fives.
He ain't 5'4". It's a big difference between
But
5'4" and 5'7".
But it's in the fives. But you always seen him as like 6'2".
Yeah.
That's how the camera angles was. Then he's like, oh man, he's shorter than most of the women. Once I found that out, I started watching the movies. I'm like, man, this
Dude.
nigga Jada Pinkett height. Like, this nigga is the same height as Jada Pinkett.
Bro, do you know how tall Bruno Mars is?
5'3" or 5'4". I was like I don't know what the fuck got me on this, but I went through like a bunch of celebrity heights earlier, like literally like
It
today
says-
or yesterday.
It says 5'5", but I'm pretty sure he's 5'4". And
He's short as fuck. Him
yeah,
and Wayne.
but you know what really bothered me
What?
that I found out about him when I found out about his height?
What?
Was the fucking fact that he hires dancers shorter than him to make him look taller in his videos. Imagine being on set and being above 5'8", and just being around all these fucking 5'4" people just because Bruno Mars wanted to look tall.
Oh, I get it. You want like a fucking midget on your video, like
That's fair. You don't want like big ass dudes around you like
Yeah.
dancing, making you look kind of small. But I don't know. I just imagine being on set. And there's just all these fucking. How do you find
the
them?
director's like,
Like,
6'1".
Imagine like you're going for an interview and you're like, all
Like,
right,
you
here I'm the
literally
dance.
put it in the height.
You gotta be
put it in the
5'4" and
requirements.
under.
Like, yeah,
Sorry.
must be 5'4" under.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean,
That shit's funny.
I mean, visually it makes sense though.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you could do shit where you put him in the foreground and put other people in the background, makes them look smaller too. So
But yeah, you can't always do that.
No.
Every video look the same.
exactly. So that's why, yeah, when I found that out, I was like, God, come on, man.
24 karat magic in the air, bro.
25K.
That was episode 13 of the No HR podcast.
Episode 13.
Season 2,
two,
episode 1. We got video. Let us know what y'all think.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all think of the backdrop.
If you want something different,
The
is there
whiteboard
somewhere
will-
we can leave like comments?
YouTube. It'll be
Oh
on
yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. So you already got a page up and everything, don't you?
Yeah.
This guy thinks outside.
YouTube, the No HR podcast. Instagram, the No HR podcast. Twitter, the No HR podcast. The NoHRpodcast.com. Watch the shit. Listen to the shit. Follow the shit. Comment on the shit. Like the shit. Tweet the shit.
Oh my god.
Retweet
bro.
the shit. Post the shit on Instagram. Tell your friends. Or we just gonna have Brexter kill them. So, yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
have a good weekend.
Peace.
Hey, this nigga Rob look like Pharrell on camera.
I've been heard the Pharrell shit. Pharrell ain't got dreads though.
You kind of do look like
I don't like
Pharrell.
Pharrell ain't even got
Cole,
dreads.
can you move your dreads?
Get the fuck out of here. Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.
Morning or daytime, whatever.
Fuck all y'all.
Peace.
Peace.